comes with it. It matters less which part of the world you're in. The world is bigger, and there's so much we can do together in gaming and esports. You just need to meet the right people to change the world.
In AcadArena, I broke through solo queue and became a team player.
In AcadArena, I broke through my comfort zone and became more social.
In AcadArena, I break through my hardship and become more confident.
In AcadArena, I was able to break through my shy and timid self and turn into a student leader, kinda.
In AcadArena, before I was lost, but because of the org, I was able to find my passion.
Happy birthday, AcadArena. Continue breaking through the stigma of video games and academics.
Happy birthday to AcadArena. We look forward to all the great work you guys will be doing in the coming years.
Happy birthday, AcadArena. We hope you continue to support our industry and break the stereotypes of how student gamers can be.
Pinoys continue to dominate in esports globally. This startup aims to keep the streak going and provide education for those eyeing a gaming career. AcadArena secured over 170 million pesos for their projects. We get to know more about their initiatives with a young...
It's so crazy to...
Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. Wait lang. Hello everyone and welcome to the Alliance Games featuring Call of Duty MOBA co-presented by Globe.
Well, we're going to be heading straight onto map number 1 directly here to kick things off. It's going to be bottom spawn for a set of Teletigers. Let's see what they do. Okay, alright. Okay, Mike, test. We're heading on to map number 1 directly here. We're going to kick things off here for the side of Teletigers. They're going to kick things off, getting the spawns onto Warts Laundries, pushing the enemies back towards side.
Good suman siya sa akin. Good siya sa akin.
I'm going to be... Alright.
Dito, naging caster si Filippo, even just for that afternoon. He met students with the same dream, attended our workshop, and we funded a tournament where they can debut.
That was Jessica's tournament. Inorganize niya ito with a student club in her campus na ginabayan namin all the way. And that's how they met. That's what we do here in AcadArena.
We turn gamers into leaders, casters, breadwinners. AcadArena is not just play.
Outside the game, I'd have a hard time making decisions and just go through life without any direction really. But when I'm in the game and as captain of the team, I have to make confident split-second decisions to lead our team and give us that direction we need to win the game.
I got my self-confidence when I become a radio jock for the university, and it basically developed my self-confidence to speak out loud to many people out there.
As an ate, you're supposed to know what to do. Minsan, parang hindi na pwedeng magkamali. Kasi ate ka eh, dapat you serve as an example for the younger ones. But as a student leader, that was not the case for me. I was allowed to make mistakes, learn, and do better. Just like how we encourage you, our telecubs, to wear your stripes.
The community that we've built across the world have given us a place to belong.
As the world becomes more connected, the opportunities will reach all corners of the world. I'm so excited to bring campus gaming across Southeast Asia.
Esports and gaming can be a great equalizer. Here, your physique doesn't matter too much. Your sex and gender shouldn't matter. You have an avatar. You're just you and all the awesomeness that comes with it. It matters less which part of the world you're in. The world is bigger, and there's so much we can do together in gaming and esports. You just need to meet the right people to change the world.
In AcadArena, I broke through solo queue and became a team player.
In AcadArena, I broke through my comfort zone and became more social.
In AcadArena, I break through my hardship and become more confident.
In AcadArena, I was able to break through my shy and timid self and turn into a student leader, kinda.
In AcadArena, before I was lost, but because of the org, I was able to find my passion.
Happy birthday, AcadArena. Continue breaking through the stigma of video games and academics.
Happy birthday to AcadArena. We look forward to all the great work you guys will be doing in the coming years.
Happy birthday, AcadArena. We hope you continue to support our industry and break the stereotypes of how student gamers can be.
Pinoys continue to dominate in esports globally. This startup aims to keep the streak going and provide education for those eyeing a gaming career. AcadArena secured over 170 million pesos for their projects. We get to know more about their initiatives with a young...
It's still crazy to think that it's been 3 years since AcadArena started. Today isn't just a celebration of our anniversary, it's a celebration of everyone who supported us along the way. We've had students who grew up with AcadArena, myself being one of them. We know what it's like to balance work and studies, and we know what it's like to feel like you're not going to make it. But you will, and it'll all be better. Break through with us.
This is Filippo.
This is Jessica.
Parehong freshies, parehong gamers. Gusto ni Filippo maging next big caster.
Si Jessica naman wants to make the biggest esports tournament in their campus.
But they don't know where to start.
They're also from different campuses
In different parts of the Philippines.
they would have never met. If not,
For AcadArena.
In AcadArena, we help students meet, collaborate, and learn all the hype and wonder ng gaming at esports.
Dito, naging caster si Filippo even just for that afternoon. He met students with the same dream, attended our workshop, and we funded a tournament where they can debut.
That was Jessica's tournament. Inorganize niya ito with a student club in her campus na ginabayan namin all the way. And that's how they met. That's what we do here in AcadArena.
We turn gamers into leaders, casters, breadwinners. AcadArena is not just play.
Welcome to the Alliance Games featuring Call of Duty Mobile, co-presented by Globe. Dubbed by the community as the UAAP or NCAA of esports. Alliance student clubs from across the Philippines are #AllG to compete in multiple esports titles and represent their campus. I am Miss Air, and with me is Warden, and we will be your shoutcasters for today's games.
I'm really happy to be here, Mr. Finally, we do get to cast with each other here, and it's all here and all in AcadArena. So, Miss Air, I'm really happy to be here. And guys, keep in mind the Alliance Games major event consists of 3 stages. Stage 1, the play-in, Stage 2, the group stage, and Stage 3, the playoff stage. The play-ins will run for 3 weeks, guys, with teams playing a double elimination pools format. The top 16 teams will advance to the group stage. The top 8 will advance to the playoffs, and the finalists will have the opportunity to compete live at Conquest 2022, and these are the teams that's going to be battling it out here, Miss Air. Teletigers, Phoenix University of Santo Tomas, and Sage Ultimate University of San Agustin.
I am just excited. I mean, I came from San Agustin when I was in high school, so this is an interesting game for me. I mean, personally, I wasn't. I mean, you were able to cast last week. What were your takeaways from last week's games?
I mean, it was just a one-sided love affair. It was 3-0, 3-0. It really never was tense at all. It was just really one-sided. So, you know, in some way, I'm really hoping for some sort of change here. I want to see those tense moments. I want to see those map number 5s here, Miss Air.
I mean, looking into our map picks for today, we are going to be starting things off with Hardpoint right on to Summit. Now, this is a close range map. We might just be able to see those close range gunfights, CBRs probably. We might be seeing KRMs as well. Of course, when it comes to Hardpoint, it's really down to those power positions, and I'm just really excited as to how we're going to be seeing these teams battle it out right in Summit. And then we are going to be moving on to map number 2, Search and Destroy, right in firing range. And then for map number 3, Domination, firing range as well. I mean, I'm hoping for a game number 4. Are you?
I mean, in some way. Map number 4 is a really questionable take here for me. I mean, it's slums. You know, this is gonna be my first time taking into slums, if ever to do so. If ever it does happen, you know, we have to kind of pray in such a way where we're gonna be seeing those games get equalized, man. In some way, I'm really hoping that it could even possibly reach game number 5, because that is where all the suspension begins. So really, game number 4, I just don't want it to end it from there. I want it to reach to game number 5.
Again, University of Santo Tomas versus University of San Agustin, Teletigers versus Sage. I mean, if we do reach map number 5, that's going to be a banger for the first series of this whole game, and I'm just really excited as to how these teams are going to be battling out. And we are now going to be moving on over to our battlefield. Again, this is UST Teletigers versus USA Stage Esports.
Let's give it up away. Map number 1 directly headed over to Summit here. It's going to be Hardpoint, guys. Very scrappy game it is, but let's see who can take the consistency to get the points rocking for their side.
Right off the bat, we see Mako with a Mac 10. Also, I saw an early frag earlier on using Mac 10. We are going to be seeing all those close range gunfights, 0 to 11, and right now it's just on the red side. Let's see if any contestation is going to be occurring here on the hard side.
I mean, looking to be more points here, given from the side of the team stage here. 22 points ready to begin with, and then Teletigers having a hard time getting them hill. Look at this. All spawns now, all that loose on towards top spawns. Well, Sage is just sitting pretty instead of spawn. Look at this. 3 players around the hard point, 2 players around the parameter, and that is how Sage is there.
I mean, look at this. Sage are Sage members. They're just winning all of their gunfights. They know how to control the spawns. Now they just really need to get on with it and actually go in for the early rotation. Let's see if Teletigers are going to be able to pierce through and actually win some points right onto P number 2. And right now we are seeing UST hopping into the second hard point. Those utilities are coming in. Those are coming in as well. This might just be their comeback from such a devastating start.
Yeah, it could be a comeback, but it's going to be a hard call out here coming again. Sense of life there being shown from the side of Teletigers. But look at how Sage rolls out once more. He got 3 points out away from the side of Sage, but then again, it's not really going to put up enough impact to make it more convincing. 356, bound to extend it furthermore, and we're only talking about P2, and guess what? Sage is sitting pretty on the 50 mark.
having it easy right now, and UST just really needs to step up their game. Look at this one. I know the upper hand is by Team Sage, and they just have the spawns really locked down, and that's going to give them an advantage moving on over to P3. 17 seconds remaining on the clock. UST can just... Well, they can do their best to contest this hill and actually go in for an early rotation, but that might just not be the case. They are going in for the scrap time. Bang here, trying to get those kills. Gets the connection needed, but is going to be taken out by the Predator missile right away. 16 to 69. Just the positioning of USA here is just amazing, and it's going to be a little bit difficult for UST to pierce through.
It's gonna be hard, especially if we head up from the side of USA. We'll just anchor there for the back spawns, pushing all the way through UST, all the way to the top spawns right there. And just like that, Mako here with a 2-piece will not be able to find a triple, but that's gonna be enough damage, enough impact for them to slow down the rotation share from the side of Teletigers. Just like that, 18, 8 to 16 it is, and Sage is not stopping at all. And you know, if you, at this state of the game here, if Sage doesn't slow down, if UST doesn't compose up, really, we can really see this game end off on P4.
But look at that, Primo immediately breaks the hill with the gravity spikes kills, but unfortunately he is going to be taken down by Mako. Mako there is going to be traded out right away, and now the point is free of anyone. Ziff here tries in to go for the kill, but unfortunately is going to be taken down. 13 seconds remaining on the clock. UST might just get the scrap points for this hill, but just the early rotation is going to be coming in from Team Sage, and this is going to be a difficult hill for them to pierce through. Again, it's going to be more on close range gunfights, and we are seeing just Team Sage just really capitalizing on the guns that they're using, especially the MAC-10s and the CDR. And considering that they have the positionings locked down, they might just be able to finish this right away. But let's see if UST is actually going to be waking up any moment and pierce through the defenses.
I mean, we're talking about, you know, translation in terms of capitalizations, and in some way, early rotations, gunfights. Sage has managed to be able to get the translation that they want to get the game rocking for them. It's a 70-point lead here up against Sage here, up against UST for the side of Sage. And there we go. We were asking UST to try to step up here. Teletigers, can you growl out now? Can you pull out what you want to do? You're looking like it's going to be a little bit of life being shown out here, but it's not going to be enough. Sage once more will break inside the hill, push them all the way out. UST Tiger nowhere to be found around the parameter, and they are trying to contest it all out, but with 127 to 144 it is, Teletigers is gonna have a rough call. At this state of the game, they gotta come up flawless here, Miss Air.
I totally agree. I mean, but at this point, you just want all of your resources stacked onto the hill. You don't want to lose the defense that you're gonna have here for the reset of the hard point. Mako here going in for multiple kills, but is gonna be taken down by Bang. Bang gets traded out by Hira, and that's gonna be a 45, 130 mark. The point is gonna be contested. Kitoy here will try to get the connection and successfully is able to do so. 136, we're about to reach 140, Warden. This is not looking too good for UST.
Not looking too good, and just like that, a cluster strike inside the hill. Only 9 more points to claim, and that's gonna be it. Sage, you're about to claim game number 1. A lot of time, a lot of lives, a lot of cards inside the hill, and that's just more than enough to take down Teletigers. 2 more points to claim, and that's gonna be game.
45 to 150. Teletigers, Team Sage wins against Teletiger for this match for game number 1. Hardpoint Summit. I mean, that's a tough call. I mean, we saw the first 2 points, and we saw UST struggle. Now they just need to step up their game. They have to come back in the search and destroy game, and they have to be able to actually show what they got.
You know, Mister, we were approaching Onto versus matchup as these two organizations have faced off before in NCO League of Legends, where Tigers actually beat Sage, but in a different esport. Will it be any different? Yes, it did. It's going to be Sage winning it out this time on the Call of Duty division. Clearly in a dominant manner here, Miss Air.
Definitely dominant indeed. And you know what? We just really need to expect a lot more from Teletigers. If they want to be able to win this, you have to be able to read through the strategy that is being played out by Team Sage. Team Sage just hands down completely. They know what they're doing. They're winning their gunfights. They have their positions locked down. They have an idea on how they're going to be playing out Summit. And now it's going to be an interesting choice moving on over to Search and Destroy. Is it going to be the same Team Sage, or are we going to be seeing a different Team Sage? Are they going to be... I mean, That's just the question right now.
I mean, it's a big question here, but if we're gonna be looking back at the history once more here for Teletigers and Team Sage here, USA Sage Ultimate, formerly known as JM in France, were notable for finishing second in NCO Season 3 Call of Duty Mobile and taking a game off the eventual champions of Veritas Arcos DLSU. So really, in some way, USA Sage is coming into this matchup being the Goliath for this series. So, in some way, I want Teletigers to prove us wrong and beat the odds against them.
Definitely. That's your storyline right there. I mean, if Teletigers is able to actually match up or be at par with how Team Sage is actually performing, especially after game number 1, it's going to be an interesting match. We might just be able to see our first our best of 5 series like maximized out. So I'm just really interested as to how they're going to be playing this. And you know what, Teletigers Phoenix, they are making their presence known this season, and we just really need to see that from them. We are now moving on over to Search and Destroy in firing range.
It's gonna get quite hot in here. The game is not yet started. And I want to talk a little bit more about Team Sage here, a little bit more really. Natty will be subbing in towards his play, and the spotlight was really on for him. But then again, we also got High Icy Pie and Hayera inside the house, 2 professional players of the Call of Duty Mobile series. So that has to get mentioned out here. But then again, I do want to talk about USC Tigers a little bit more as well. This team they have strong performances, but can they pull it through once again? They played in the finals once in their journey here in the AcadArena, but can they pull it out once again? I don't know. There's a lot of question marks here. They gotta equalize the grounds though, so for us to get that match number 4, we don't want to see no dominant wins here whatsoever, Mr.
That is right. And what we saw from Team Sage earlier is that they were dominating in close range gunfights, considering of course they were holding on to their MAC-10s and CBRs, as well as they know where to position themselves and just catch USD Teletigers off guard. And there you go, bang for the wall bang headshot, first entry frag of the game, puts us immediately into a 5v4 situation, up in the favor of Teletigers. Bang again with a scope. Javen will also be taking Cairo down, and that's gonna be a 5v2 situation. USD Teletigers stepping it up a notch, but Bang is gonna be taken down by Hayera. Mako there with a kill on Ryuji. Mako with a double kill puts us immediately into 2v2. This is what is happening.
Ooh, not just yet though. Mako gets himself in contact, sprays down, will be able to take down Ziff out of the play. Down to a 1v1 situation now, quite devastating for Bang if his teammate won't be able to close this one out. Bomb is getting planted through. Javen up against Mako. What can they do? 40 seconds has begun. Time is ticking, but it's going to be more pressure for the side of Javen here with a scope in hand. Up against a MAC-10, it's going to come to certain instances where the MAC-10 will have more privilege. But then again, Javen, you got to watch out. Got to pick up another gun perhaps. And there we go. The option is there. Just pick up the gun. What are you doing? Get all out though. Waiting for the move, and Mako will slide out. The Eagle Peak will come into the play, and just like that, unfortunately, looking to be the odds so favorable for the side of USD, but Sage just managed to pull through a 2v5 clutch.
Clutch indeed. It was quick. It was a strong start for USD Teletigers. Unfortunately, just the gunfights that Team Sage was giving us, it was on point. Now let's look here. Bang, trying to get another kill. Is this going to be the entry frag? Unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. Natty with the first frag, but is going to be taken out by Primo as well. 4v4 situation. Bang tries to go in for the scopes. Does not find anybody. Cairo here going in for the spray down. Does not find anybody as well. Just both teams just playing for information, but let's see if the bomb is going to be successfully planted. Here you go. We might just see one member of USC Tigers go bye-bye, but nope, that's not going to be the case. 4v3 situation. Javen with a wall bang, taking out one opponent. Icy Pie with a nade kill. Primo goes down, and it's a 3v3 situation.
It's a 2v3, USD, they gotta move in quick, though time is ticking. Yeah, for sure, they're getting those frags, but they need to get this bomb. Defuse cell here slides in. Double team from the side of Mako will get him out of the play. Cairo here needs to stay alive for at least 10 more seconds, but unfortunately won't be able to cut the case. And just like that, Teletigers will have a response onto the first round win here from the side of Sage.
This is amazing. We are seeing like trades on trades on trades. UST and USA, they know what they're doing in Search and Destroy, and I just really do hope that Teletigers just keep the consistency and actually be better each and every single round, because they know what they're doing, they know how to play it off against Team Sage. They just really need to be consistent with it. And now let's look into Bang here, holding off top wood at top steel. Primo goes in for the kill with Mako, puts us into a 5v4 situation. Mako does go down, and that's gonna be another kill for Bang. 5v3 situation. Again, numbers are on the side of USC Teletigers, but how are they going to be able to maximize on this?
I mean, they have 5 players up against 3 from the Sage. But again, one factor here will not be so favorable for the side of UST. They need to get the bomb defused. Zeef here trying to make a play, slides out, sprays down with a Mac, and will be able to take down Cairo. Goes for another shot, and a 2-piece here from the side of Zeef. And just like that, once more, the odds was so favorable, but this time they managed to perform. 5 players going for that retake there was gonna be so quite shocking if ever they lost the one out, but fortunately for them, they did perform. And just like that here, Mister, they have now taken the lead out away from Sage.
And you know what? Again, they just need to stay consistent, and we are seeing them play that well. Bang as the scopes for the team, as well as Javen. They're just doing an amazing job getting on to those early picks in the game. So let's see if that's going to be the case yet again for this round.
Contacts here on towards the still house. Natty will fall back. Bang. Dancing around, but a super flies through, and Primo will be out of the play. Down to a 5v3 situation it is, and just like that though, Ryuji will take down Icy Pie. A trade-off will come into the play, but Natty not stopping at all. Javen will be out of the play. Coming in now, dancing some more. Razzle and Dazzle, show what's your move. And just like that, he's still not stopping. Waiting for the kill, slides in once more, finds another down in. And just like that, Ryuji here in a 4v1 situation, goes for the wraparound, trails them all out, and Natty, someone stop this guy, please.
Natty was just dancing around right outside command. That was amazing from him. He was able to secure multiple kills that round. That was actually the game changer for them. Natty is someone to look out for, you guys. So let's see how this guy's going to be performing in the following rounds as well. He is going to get tagged up, but that's not going to be enough to take him out of the equation. Icy Pie with a nade kill on Ziff puts us into a 4v5 situation in favor of Sage. Now it's just info play at the moment. Javen with the scopes tries to look for opponents. Ryuji there with a kill on Icy Pie as well. 4v4, the grounds are now equal. Now let's see if Primo is going to be able to spot those opponents. The spray down is going to be coming in. Natty yet again with a successful kill. Primo goes down, and it's a 3v4 situation. Natty spots the opponent, and a double kill from Cairo, and Mako's going to finish that off with that final kill. And now we are in a current standing of 2-3.
2-3 in favor for the side of Sage it is, and that's going to be one courtesy that Natty offered here alongside with Icy Pie, Mako, Kiro, Herrera. This team looking quite formidable here, and in some way, if ever they do translate the momentum here on towards the second half, they could slay it out here, push it down to round number 4, and will be one round away from the match point advantage, as Icy Pie here will even up the ground. Actually, the odds is quite favorable for his team, as he's looking to take down Bang, looking for some more. Natty here wrapping around, takes down Primo. Come again, I've asked this once, and I'll ask this one more time. Someone stop Natty because he's on fire. Javen here coming along. A 1v4. You're not going to be lasting for so long.
It's not over yet. I just got my eyes on Natty. He is unstoppable. Javen was able to spot him out with a scope, successfully does that, but a 1v4 situation up a scope against Mac-10s. That's going to be a difficult situation to be in, but here you go. The sides have been switched. USC Teletigers as the attackers and Team Sage as the defenders. Let's see if this is going to be a different scenario, if the pace and if the movement and if just the whole pace of the game is going to be different. Bang there again, those entry frags from Bang, those are the game changers for UST, and they just really need to keep their scopes alive because that's how they have those information because of their scopes. So let's just see how this is going to be turning out. But Ziff with a kill on Icy Pie, Javen with a headshot takes Hayera out of the equation, and now it's a 5v2 situation. Now you just really need to wait it out. Just don't be too overconfident because, well, Mako is getting that kill on Javen, and that's gonna be a 4v2 situation. Mako again scopes in, tries to play for information, gets tagged up, and a quick scope coming in from Mako. Spots one opponent, Ryuji stops Mako from that, and now it's all up to Cairo. Cairo with a Mac 10. This is doable, gets tagged up, repositions, get that one kill, 1v1 situation right onto Trailer. Let's see if he's gonna be able to slide in. Cairo with a spray down, and that's gonna be a headshot and a complete. This news coming in from Sage USA. This is crazy, Warden.
Crazy as it
What?
is. 5-2. For some more, knowing for a fact he got tagged down there onto where Trailer looks back and finds the kill, and just like that, Sage here it will be sitting pretty on the match point advantage. But then again, don't count UST Teletigers out of the play, not just yet, because Call of Duty Destiny is the topic that we're talking about, and it's one of the hardest game modes to close the deal out on. Sage, you gotta compose yourself, because for sure, if Teletigers beat up that heat, once they build up that heat, they can surely bite back.
Definitely. I mean, we are seeing those early frags earlier on from the side of UST, and they just really need to stay consistent. Cairo is going to be taken out of the equation. Again, the numbers advantage going to the side of UST Teletigers. Now they just really need to play it safe, play for information, not be too overconfident. Icy Pie with a wall bang on Javen. No, that was crazy, but Bang punishes Icy Pow, takes him out of the equation. 4v2 situation. It's happening again, Warden. This might just be... Nope, look at this. Mako knows the spot, but Ziff with a backstab, and it's gonna be all up to Hayera. Hayera kills Ziff, but Ryuji is there for the punishing kill. And now it's a 3-5.
3-5. Sage will not close the deal. Close the deal out, not just yet on round number 8. Round number 9, here we go. Coming again, as you said, you gotta stay composed. You just gotta stay consistent, wait it all out. As UST Teletigers will be dictating the pace of the game. You don't gotta play aggressive. Wait for them to push to a bomb site. Maybe till then you can make a move. But then again, Nati will not find my call. He's gonna go for a very aggressive play there on towards that A long, and he's gonna get taken out by Primo, and just like that, 2 players get out of the play from the side of Sage. Knowing for a fact now that they're gonna be outnumbered here from the side of Sage. They gotta fall back. UST Teletigers is using it as to their advantage, and just like that, a 1v5 situation here. Mako with the scopes from the back ends. Guess what? He's not gonna be lasting for so long, and that's gonna be the guy named Bang taking him out. And you know, Miss Air, Teletigers Bang will wield his team into the play-in finals with strong performance, and looking like he can do it once again if ever he gets the consistency right and going.
I agree. I mean, whoever wins this is going to be going to the group stages. And you know what? With the performance that we are seeing, Bang again with the early frag, but he's going to be taken out by Icy Pie. The trades are coming in. This is an amazing play coming from both teams, but now it's just really going to... That's going to be putting a lot of pressure onto USC Teletigers because, well, they kept getting those number advantage, but that wasn't working for them. Icy Pie puts us into a 1v2 situation. The scopes are going to be coming in. He's not going to be rushing into Trailer, which is a smart play, but he is going to get tagged up. He's going to quickly reposition himself, listen to those footsteps, and let's see how he is going to play this out. Icy Pie right onto Steel. He might just spot one. Trailer, he goes down. Icy Pie puts us into a 1v1 situation. Ziff here. He might just be able to successfully plant the bomb. This is going to be an advantage going to Ziff. He is on a Mac 10. He just needs to play it as safely as possible. Don't go into Trailer. Do not peek in there.
Watch your head.
Watch your head. Icy Pie goes in for the flank. Let's see if this is going to be a successful flank. He goes in for the peek. He does not spot that final opponent. Ziff still just waiting on him. But look at this. He has the hold. The thumper play is going to be coming in. The information is already there. Pie wins search and destroy for the side of University of San Agustin. Sage is going to win yet again 4-6.
It's just a clean take there from the side of USA Sage there. The play there from IC Pi really close down the deal. It was a 1v3 and was not looking to be probable for them, but they managed to pull through. And just like that here, Sage Ultimates, University of San Agustin, just showing their smiles really on the victory here now. And you know, with them standing 2-0 now, this is their chance. This is their opportunity for them to close down the series 3-0 as we're approaching onto domination firing range here. Do you think that the Teletigers, do you think that they have what it takes to make a comeback here? Because if they want to make a comeback, it has to be a reverse sweep and it has to come up flawless here. But then again, you know, Miss Air, I don't want to take Teletigers out of the frame because once they got that heat onto Search and Destroy, unfortunately there for them though, IC Pi managed to make a play. But once they got the burning, they were slowly getting back into their groove, and really they have the playing cards, in my opinion, they have the playing cards to actually win out the series if ever they keep their composures up.
I definitely agree with you. But you know what? I believe in Teletigers. I believe in UST. I know that they can bounce back. We saw them win multiple rounds in S&D. Maybe it's a sluggish start. Yes, it was a sluggish start, especially coming in Summit Hardpoint. But I just hope that we see a different team coming into domination firing range. They already know how Sage Ultimate is playing. They already know that they can play aggressive and they know how to outplay their opponents, especially when it comes to strategy. Now, when it comes to domination, you just really need to sit still, sit right onto those power positions, especially when we're talking about firing range. You want the tower, you want trailer, and you want top steel or top wood. Once they got that all locked down, it is possible for them to win domination, and we might just be able to see a game number 4 as well as game number 5. But UST needs to keep in mind, Sage Ultimate is here and they are making themselves known in this competition, and it's going to be just an interesting game, and it's going to be intense. 2-0, that's not something you want to, that's such a situation that you don't want to be in, especially when you're in a competition. As much as possible, you want to even it out, but thank God we are in a best of 5 series. UST can actually bounce back from a sluggish start, but let's hope for the best. Fingers crossed. UST, wake up.
Gotta ring the bells, wake them all up. This is the wake up call here. Ring, ring. Let's see. Teletigers, UST. You gotta show up here. Sage sitting pretty on the 2-0 advantage here, on the series point advantage. Let's give it up now here. Match number 3 opening up. It's gonna be firing range on domination. And you said a lot of factors here, and one factor is on the trailers here. When you have the trailers, you got mid control, and looking like so far Sage USA will be doing a better job holding it down in compared to Teletigers.
Definitely. Now let's see if their anchors are going to be doing a good job here. UG takes down 1. He is going to be going in for that trailer control. Now he just has to lock this down for his team, spot those opponents, get those frags in. 4-5 is a score, but he's going to be taken down by Natty. Natty again with the Mac 10. Very unstoppable. I mean, UST, you have to watch out for Natty. If we see a kill streak coming in from this player, we might just see a nuke, considering how well this guy is playing. But there goes Ziff, is going to be taking Natty down. And it's going to be a C flag for UST. Home flag A for Team Sage Ultimate, and B still in the process of getting captured. But still, UST is just really buying for time and not allowing Sage Ultimate to get onto the Bravo flag, and they're just really taking their time. But this might just be a different case. UST going in for the home flag. Successful capture here. It might be a different story, but that's not going to be the case.
Not going to be the case here, but I love the play from the US Tigers here, knowing for a fact, they know for a fact that the power position will be so reliant on towards Charlie. They do manage to get the Charlie rocking for them. So they just got to pressure it, they got to carry it all out, they got to put more pressure on towards Bravo, though. Sage is getting closer and closer away, a quarter away from getting that Bravo capture for their side. But then again, it's a hard here as Bang being a menace on towards Trailer, and he's gonna get taken out of the play, though. Mako will take him out. And just like that, a double capture here on the hands of Sage. About to be a triple capture. Oh my geez. UST Tigers, I was talking about how they were so good in terms of map control, but looking like it kind of slacked away at Stage now. Yeah, they will lose Charlie from the side of Teletigers, but coming again, it's a double capture here from the side of Stage USA.
When a triple cap is right on to the first round, that's going to be a difficult bounce back. I am telling that right off the bat, UST really needs to step it up. They need to wake up, win those gunfights, and have those power positions. Hayera here getting those kills in, trying to get onto tower, and he is successfully getting those kills, freeing up any opponent there, but he might just be taken out. But Hayera with a double kill, still not getting killed right onto tower. This is going to be a sketchy position to be in. UST Teletigers, they have to get those power positions in again. When it comes to triple cap right on the first round, that should be your wake-up call, and you should have a better performance moving on to round number 2, or to the second round of domination. Sage here, still those operator skills are coming out. Mako here tries to capitalize on that. The smoke is going to be coming in, goes in for the shot, but is not able to capitalize on the operator skill.
They're going to be able to capitalize, and I'm trying to think that maybe that impulsive decision here from the side of Sage will come into into be a hard call here, but in some way. But if you're leading the game by 30 points, you can afford to put up those type of mistakes. But then again, you can't be complacent. You're still going to be playing 100% at your very best, and it's not really bad bothering Sage at all. Look at this, 71 to 43, 4 more points away. They're gonna be able to claim the first half here all the way. 73, 45, 2 more tick, and just like that, it's gonna be Sage USA leading the first half.
It's a 30-point lead. I mean, it is doable, but they need to just be able to defend their home flag as well as Bravo flag. Now, I love the performance of UST. They went in for the home flag of Sage Ultimate. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough for them to actually fully capture. Now, that is one of the strategies that they can do yet again, but Mako here being unstoppable. Triple kill, goes in for the quadruple kill. Is he gonna be successful? Unfortunately, he's gonna be taken. Put Jaden here with a CPR on hand. Spots those opponents right on. He's not going to be spawning anyone though. 49-78. Is this, I mean, if they go in for a successful triple cap, this is very much doable for UST Teletigers.
Quite doable, but it's not going to be close here. In some way, it could be a double capture perhaps for a set of Teletigers, but a triple capture is going to be far from close here. Look at this. This time around, Sage here from the side of University of San Agustin will get that Charlie rocking for them. And you're going to be asking around the community where you want to be, and you want to be on towards Charlie because you have a quick access on towards the auto repair shop. Then again, here looking at the state of the game, 56 to 87. The capture has not been given, not just yet for either of the team, but in some way, looking at that flag right there, a quarter closing in towards the Bravo capture for the side of the UST Teletigers. Just like that, double hand capture here from the side of the Tigers, but unfortunately Mako will come into the play and will sweep them all out. But then again, the pressure is still on. He's still being a menace here, and just like that, a cluster striker will rain up on Charlie, trying to deny the capture here out away from UST Teletigers. And just like that, here, look at this. The play from the side of Sage is just trying to endure the run here, but then again, once UST Teletigers put their attention on towards Charlie, they went for Alpha, and there we go. Alpha Charlie will be on the hands of Sage USA.
This is a very difficult situation to be in. 63-102 is a current score. Ziff tries to get a full capture of Charlie flag. Is going to be successful in doing so, but he's gonna get tagged up by Natty. Natty gets a double kill right off the bat. Natty unstoppable, but Ziff is going to punish Natty up. 65 to 107. The Bravo flag is still free of anybody. This can be their chance, but you know what? Sage Ultimate, they are just not allowing UST Teletigers to get onto the Bravo flag. They are just getting onto those kills, just spotting opponents, spraying them down, successfully getting those kills in, and it's working out for Sage Ultimate. And UST Teletigers, they are having a difficult time here.
Really a difficult time here for the side of Teletigers as the cluster strike will rain upon Alpha, really claiming it all out. Natty here will rip out the gravity vortex, intercepting rotations here from both entrances, and just like that, Charlie and Alpha once again will be owned by the side of Sage. The University of San Agustin sitting pretty now as they're gonna try to get that Bravo rocking for them, and I do believe this is gonna be it. 30 more points to claim with a triple capture on the side of Sage. It's just gonna be game. 124, 126, 74. The time is ticking here from the side of Teletigers. Teletigers, and I do believe if ever the side of Teletigers wants to gain some recovery, they gotta get a triple capture for their side, but the time is ticking here. Cluster strikes, sentry guns, you name it, will be owned by Sage, and they're dropping it all out here, and just like that, 10 seconds has passed, 20 points, 30 points was claimed from the side of Sage, 8 more points to claim, 7 more points, claim it all up. It's gonna be Sage USA all the way.
Yeah, Sage Ultimate, USA, University of San Agustin, they came and they conquered. USC Teletigers had an amazing run, but not unless they get a triple cap. They get a triple cap, 86 to 147.
Done.
I mean, it's not done. Teletigers can actually make this through. Pull this through. Clean up A. You got it. You got it.
Gotta win the gunfight.
Just go in with the gunfights. Win the gunfights. Clean up A and C, and you can actually pull this off. 99 to 147. Sage Ultimate score just froze up for a bit, but there you go. The Charlie flag goes back to Sage Ultimate. Right now, the Predator missile could be coming in.
Unfortunate.
Coming in from Bang, but no. That's not gonna be enough. Unfortunately, Sage Ultimate wins this first series. USC Tigers, they were close. They were really close. I mean, look at this Martin. They have their flex on. Look at this Martin. They're flexing their girls. Ito ba yung buff?
Well, I mean, in some way, I'm kind of disrespected by that now. Sana all. But it's a 3-0 win here from the side of USA Sage. University of San Agustin. Sage Ultimate sitting pretty with a 3-0 win. We were hoping for that game number 4 here, but we're going to be waving our hands off from slums here. We're not going to be getting slums here, Miss Air. But overall, coming again, really unfortunate for USC Tigers, because really at the latter stage of the game, stage from search and destroy all the way to domination, they showcase one thing, is that they were never playing by the pace of USA Sage. They have what it takes to win it all out, but it was just really Sage having a better day.
Definitely. I totally agree. And you know what? Before we hop on to anything else, the Alliance Games wouldn't be a thing without our amazing sponsors and partners. Alliance Games is co-presented by Globe Telecom, our official telco sponsor, and powered by Logitech G, our official gaming gear partner.
And you know, guys, all of this is all coming out to one final moment here. The Alliance Games Finals will be held live at Conquest 2022, happening on July 23 to 24 at Conquest. You will get a chance to watch the All-G Finals battle it out on stage, meet your favorite gaming and esports personalities, hi day, and enjoy a lot of different programs and activities for all kinds of gamers. Stay tuned for more Conquest updates at the official FB page at www.facebook.com/conquestphl.
And did you know that the Alliance teams will be competing across different game titles, where their victories will have corresponding points on the Alliance leaderboard? The top 5 on the Alliance leaderboard, aka the All 5, will receive an AcadArena scholarship and 8 ASA listing exclusive to their campus students worth 30,000 pesos. Yes, you heard that right. 30,000 pesos.
And you know, we're going to be talking about AcadArena scholarships here. AcadArena recently launched its newest cycle of scholarships that are open to all student gamers here. If you have siblings, cousins, or friends, I wish I was part of this before, who are in senior high school and college, they could apply for our scholar grants. Simply visit AcadArena.com/scholarship and get the chance to be a hashtag AcadArena scholar.
And speaking of teams, you know what? We were talking about our teams. Congratulations, by the way, University of San Agustin Sage Ultimate. You guys, it was a really, really great run. USC Teletigers, on the other hand, you guys were amazing. The performance was there. Unfortunately, just in terms of gunfight, USA prevailed. But you know what? If you want to find the latest updates on your favorite all-G teams, schedules, articles, stats, you name it, and you'll find it all on our official website at AcadArena.com/alliance-games.
Precisely. So, a lot of emotions here being put up, man. And, Miss Air, Teletigers Phoenix going down at the Battles of Defeat 3-0. So, really, what is done has been done here. We can't take anything back no more. Sage Ultimate will just be ultimate here. So, 3-0. So, In some way, Miss Air coming again. What is done has been done. Match number 1 has been officially finished. It's gonna be Stage Ultimates taking the first slot for today. Guys, we will be right back after this short break. Peace out.
Timid self and turn into a student leader, kinda.
In AcadArena, before I was lost, but because of the org, I was able to find my passion.
Happy birthday, AcadArena. Continue breaking through the stigma of video games and academics.
Happy birthday to AcadArena. We look forward to all the great work you guys will be doing in the coming years.
Happy birthday, AcadArena. We hope you continue to support our industry and break the stereotypes of how student gamers can be.
Pinoys continue to dominate in esports globally. This startup aims to keep the streak going and provide education for those eyeing a gaming career. AcadArena secured over 170 million pesos for their projects. We get to know more about their initiatives with a young...
It's still crazy to think that it's been 3 years since AcadArena started. Today isn't just a celebration of our anniversary, it's a celebration of everyone who supported us along the way. We've had students who grew up with AcadArena, myself being one of them. We know what it's like to balance work and studies, and we know what it's like to feel like you're not going to make it. But you will, and it'll all be better. Break through with us.
This is Felipo.
This is Jessica.
Parehong freshies, parehong gamers. Gusto ni Felipo maging next big caster.
Si Jessica naman wants to make the biggest esports tournament in their campus.
But they don't know where to start.
They're also from different campuses
In different parts of the Philippines.
they would have never met. If not,
For AcadArena.
In AcadArena, we help students meet, collaborate, and learn all the hype and wonder ng gaming at esports.
Dito, naging caster si Felipo, even just for that afternoon. He met students with the same dream, attended our workshop, and we funded a tournament where they can debut.
That was Jessica's tournament. Inorganize niya ito with a student club in her campus na ginabayan namin all the way. And that's how they met. That's what we do here in AcadArena.
We turn gamers into leaders, casters, breadwinners. AcadArena is not just play.
Outside the game, I'd have a hard time making decisions and just go through life without any direction really. But when I'm in the game and as captain of the team, I have to make confident split-second decisions to lead our team and give us that direction we need to win the game.
I got my self-confidence when I become a radio jock for the university, and it basically developed my self-confidence to speak out loud to many people out there.
As an ate, you're supposed to know what to do. Minsan, parang hindi na pwedeng magkamali. Kasi ate ka eh, dapat you serve as an example for the younger ones. But as a student leader, that was not the case for me. I was allowed to make mistakes, learn, and do better. Just like how we encourage you, our telecubs, to wear your stripes.
The community that we've built across the world have given us a place to belong. As the world becomes more connected, the opportunities will reach all corners of the world. I'm so excited to bring campus gaming across Southeast Asia.
Esports and gaming can be a great equalizer. Here, your physique doesn't matter too much. Your sex and gender shouldn't matter. You have an avatar. You're just you and all the awesomeness that comes with it. It matters less which part of the world you're in. The world is bigger, And there's so much we can do together in gaming and esports. You just need to meet the right people to change the world.
In AcadArena, I broke through solo queue and became a team player.
In AcadArena, I broke through my comfort zone and became more social.
In AcadArena, I break through my hardship and become more confident.
In AcadArena, I was able to break through my shy and timid self and turn into a student leader, kinda.
In AcadArena, before I was lost, but because of the org, I was able to find my passion.
Happy birthday, AcadArena. Continue breaking through the stigma of video games and academics.
Happy birthday to AcadArena. We look forward to all the great work you guys will be doing in the coming years.
Happy birthday, AcadArena. We hope you continue to support our industry and break the stereotypes of how student gamers can be.
Pinoys continue to dominate in esports globally. This startup aims to keep the streak going and provide education for those eyeing a gaming career. AcadArena secured over 170 million pesos for their projects. We get to know more about their initiatives with a young...
It's still crazy to think that it's been 3 years since AcadArena started. Today isn't just a celebration of our anniversary, it's a celebration of everyone who supported us along the way. We've had students who grew up with AcadArena, myself being one of them. We know what it's like to balance work and studies, and we know what it's like to feel like you're not going to make it. But you will, and it'll all be better. Break through with us.
This is Filippo.
This is Jessica.
Parehong freshies, parehong gamers. Gusto ni Filippo maging next big caster.
Si Jessica naman wants to make the biggest esports tournament in their campus.
But they don't know where to start.
They're also from different campuses
In different parts of the Philippines.
they would have never met. If not,
For AcadArena.
In AcadArena, we help students meet, collaborate, and learn all the hype and wonder ng gaming at esports.
Dito, naging caster si Filippo, even just for that afternoon. He met students with the same dream, attended our workshop, and we funded a tournament where they can debut.
That was Jessica's tournament. Inorganize niya ito with a student club in her campus na ginabayan namin all the way. And that's how they met. That's what we do here in AcadArena.
We turn gamers into leaders, casters, breadwinners. AcadArena. It's not just play.
Outside the game, I'd have a hard time making decisions and just go through life without any direction really. But when I'm in the game and as captain of the team, I have to make confident split-second decisions to lead our team and give us that direction we need to win the game.
I got my self-confidence when I became a radio jock for the university, and it basically developed my self-confidence to speak out loud to many people out there.
As an ate, you're supposed to know what to do. Minsan, parang hindi na pwedeng magkamali. Kasi ate ka eh, dapat you serve as an example for the younger ones. But as a student leader, that was not the case for me. I was allowed to make mistakes, learn, and do better. Just like how we encourage you, our telecubs, to wear your stripes.
The community that we've built across the world have given us a place to belong. As the world becomes more connected, the opportunities will reach all corners of the world. I'm so excited to bring campus gaming across Southeast Asia.
Esports and gaming can be a great equalizer. Here, your physique doesn't matter too much. Your sex and gender shouldn't matter. You have an avatar. You're just you and all the awesomeness that comes with it. It matters less which part of the world you're in. The world is bigger, and there's so much we can do together in gaming and esports. You just need to meet the right people to change the world.
In AcadArena, I broke through solo queue and became a team player.
In AcadArena, I broke through my comfort zone and became more social.
In AcadArena, I break through my hardship and become more confident.
In AcadArena, I was able to break through my shy and timid self and turn into a student leader, kinda.
In AcadArena, before I was lost, but because of the org, I was able to find my passion.
Happy birthday, AcadArena. Continue breaking through the stigma of video games and academics.
Happy birthday to AcadArena. We look forward to all the great work you guys will be doing in the coming years.
Happy birthday, AcadArena. We hope you continue to support our industry and break the stereotypes of how student gamers can be.
Pinoys continue to dominate in esports globally. This startup aims to keep the streak going and provide education for those eyeing a gaming career. AcadArena secured over 170 million pesos for their projects. We get to know more about their initiatives with a young...
It's still crazy to think that it's been 3 years since AcadArena started. Today isn't just a celebration of our anniversary, it's a celebration of everyone who supported us along the way. We've had students who grew up with AcadArena, myself being one of them. We know what it's like to balance work and studies, and we know what it's like to feel like you're not going to make it. But you will, and it'll all be better. Break through with us.
This is Filippo.
This is Jessica.
Parehong freshies, parehong gamers. Gusto ni Filippo maging next big caster.
Si Jessica naman wants to make the biggest esports tournament in their campus.
But they don't know where to start.
They're also from different campuses
In different parts of the Philippines.
they would have never met. If not,
For AcadArena.
In AcadArena, we help students meet, collaborate, and learn all the hype and wonder ng gaming at esports.
Dito, naging caster si Filippo, even just for that afternoon. He met students with the same dream, attended our workshop, and we funded a tournament where they can debut.
That was Jessica's tournament. Inorganize niya ito with a student club in her campus na ginabayan namin all the way. And that's how they met. That's what we do here in AcadArena.
We turn gamers into leaders, casters, breadwinners. AcadArena, it's not just play.
Outside the game, I'd have a hard time making decisions and just go through life without any direction really. But when I'm in the game and as captain of the team, I have to make confident split-second decisions to lead our team and give us that direction we need to win the game.
I got my self-confidence when I became a radio jock for the university, and it basically developed my self-confidence to speak out loud to many people out there.
As an ate, you're supposed to know what to do. Minsan, parang hindi na pwedeng magkamali. Kasi ate ka dapat you serve as an example for the younger ones. But as a student leader, that was not the case for me. I was allowed to make mistakes, learn, and do better. Just like how we encourage you, our telecubs, to wear your stripes.
The community that we've built across the world have given us a place to belong. As the world becomes more connected, the opportunities will reach all corners of the world. I'm so excited to bring campus gaming across Southeast Asia.
Esports and gaming can be a great equalizer. Here, your physique doesn't matter too much. Your sex and gender shouldn't matter. You have an avatar. You're just you and all the awesomeness that comes with it. It matters less which part of the world you're in. The world is bigger, and there's so much we can do together in gaming and esports. You just need to meet the right people to change the world.
In AcadArena, I broke through solo queue and became a team player.
In AcadArena, I broke through my comfort zone and became more social.
In AcadArena, I break through my hardship and become more confident.
In AcadArena, I was able to break through my shy and timid self and turn into a student leader, kinda.
In AcadArena, before I was lost, but because of the org, I was able to find my passion.
Happy birthday, AcadArena. Continue breaking through the stigma of video games and academics.
Happy birthday to AcadArena. We look forward to all the great work you guys will be doing in the coming years.
Happy birthday, AcadArena. We hope you continue to support our industry and break the stereotypes of how student gamers can be.
Pinoys continue to dominate in esports globally. This startup aims to keep the streak going and provide education for those eyeing a gaming career. AcadArena secured over 170 million pesos for their projects. We get to know more about their initiatives with a young...
It's still crazy to think that it's been 3 years since AcadArena started. Today isn't just a celebration of our anniversary, it's a celebration of everyone who supported us along the way. We've had students who grew up with AcadArena, myself being one of them. We know what it's like to balance work and studies, and we know what it's like to feel like you're not going to make it. But you will, and it'll all be better. Break through with us.
This is Filippo.
This is Jessica.
Parehong freshies, parehong gamers. Gusto ni Filippo maging next big caster.
Si Jessica naman wants to make the biggest esports tournament in their campus.
But they don't know where to start.
They're also from different campuses
In different parts of the Philippines.
they would have never met. If not,
For AcadArena.
In AcadArena, we help students meet, collaborate, and learn all the hype and wonder ng gaming at esports.
Dito, naging caster si Filippo, even just for that afternoon. He met students with the same dream, attended our workshop, and we funded a tournament where they can debut.
That was Jessica's tournament. Inorganize niya ito with a student club in her campus na ginabayan namin all the way. And that's how they met. That's what we do here in AcadArena.
We turn gamers into leaders, casters, breadwinners. AcadArena. It's not just play.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Alliance Games featuring COD Mobile, co-presented, of course, by Globe, dubbed by the community, of course, by as the UAAP/NCAA of esports. Alliance clubs from all across the Philippines are AAIG, that's a hashtag, to compete in multiple esports titles to represent their campus and, of course, show us what they've got. I'm your caster, Jose Gaston. And with me is my wonderful partner, Jose Anton. I almost forgot my own name, but thankfully, we're not going to forget that we're your shoutcasters for today's matches. Anton, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling quite good, Coming again under Casher that I've been dying to work for here. It's gonna be Gas here, guys. Gas talks fast. Better buckle your seatbelt because it's gonna be talking quite fast here. So in some way, I'm really excited here, man. Now, before anything else, I want to talk about more about the Alliance games. The major event consists of 3 stages: Stage 1, the play-in; Stage 2, the group stages; and Stage 3, the playoff stage. The play-ins will run for 3 weeks with teams playing a double elimination pools format. The top 16 teams will advance to the group stage. The top 8 will advance to the playoffs, and the finalists will have the opportunity to compete live at Conquest 2022.
And of course, all of this would not be possible without our amazing sponsors and partners. Again, Alliance Games is co-presented by Globe Telecom, our official telco sponsor, and powered by Logitech G, our official gaming gear partner. With that being said, we're just gonna be holding tight for quite a bit because we want to talk to you about one special thing, and that's Conquest. Warden already brought it up. But again, you guys can buy your tickets. Actually, stay tuned for the updates. More like head on to our official FB page, buy your tickets because we're going to have a bunch of important and wonderful guest stars. The Cahiers de Fever has been going around. That's why we've all been coughing, and you guys just can't afford to miss it. Please, Conquest 2022 happening on July 23 to 24. Get your tickets now. Check out the official FB page for more because it's an event you definitely don't want to miss. But speaking of things you do not want to miss, I heard there was a little special reward for just playing well in this tournament. I think it was a leaderboard, Warden.
Yeah, precisely the leaderboards here, guys, and it's gonna be the Alliance teams will be competing across different game titles, where their victories will have corresponding points on the Alliance leaderboards. The top 5 on the Alliance leaderboard, aka the All 5, will receive an AcadArena scholarship and AID ACA listing exclusive to their campus, student worth 30,000 pesos. So now let's talk about the teams here, guys. Look at these LPE Sparrows up against Pewpew Haribons, and so far they're gonna be heading inside this matchup here. Gas, we're gonna be heading straight to take off Hardpoint. What's your takeaway here, man?
Well, it's it's a map where you just gotta play the buddy system. You guys gotta play close, but more importantly, I mean, you really have to take advantage of the fact that it's a very big map, so it's easy for you to just get the drop on people, right? For me, at the very least, I think in instances like this, especially on takeoff, the Slayer plays a big role. I mean, the anchor is very important, but it's more than just being able to adapt to what the anchor does. And that's the job of the Slayer, I would say. And on takeoff, it's especially important just because of the nature of the map, having a lot of angles and being a little bit more open than most. And of course, if your Slayer gets those score streaks rather, you can do a lot with a Predator. You can do a lot with a Cluster Strike, and it looks like we're gonna see how much LPE and Haribon can do. The winner of this match moves on to groups, and Warden, I'm just as excited as everybody else is as we move on to P1.
Yeah, we're moving on to P1 directly. Give it up now here for Sparrows up against Haribons. And there we go. Take off Hardpoint. P1 about to be really scrappy. But as you said, I want to see some sense of life here inside the hill itself, disregarding the anchors around the parameter. And looking like LPE will be doing more of those jobs around the parameter. But Haribons going at it inside the hill. 2 players inside the hill. Sparrows trying to look it all up, trying to clean them all up. But what can they do? And still, till then, man, we're not really seeing any sense of consistent life whatsoever for both ends of the spectrum on the grounds here, man.
It's difficult because Haribon has all of the elevation and the sight. I mean, LPE, they just want to brute force their way on, but they don't have the angles, they don't have the time, and they don't seem to have the aim. LPE, Raph, he just wants to hold things down for the rest of the team to follow, but everybody's flanking him on both sides. Raph is just going to have to play superhero here with his teammates. Makes it happen, but not for long. They hold on to the hard point, and it looks like Haribon is just going to rotate for next.
Yeah, Haribon rotating for next. Really the right call it is. Scrappy Hill will not be coming into the play here. Not putting up enough impact, but Haribon still gonna give them credit for that lead here. A 6-point lead here from the side of Haribon, but this is where it's all gonna begin. P2 about to open up. Spots will be room for for the side of Haribons. They're really maintaining it all back in. Player 5 doing such a remarkable job here from the side of Haribons. Until then, Sparrow will have a hard time trying to find a break if ever they don't get the minutes out away from Haribon. Player 5 is what I'm talking about.
What a head glitch from Provi though. He's able to hold it down long enough. Look at the gun selection as well. Haribon, they're playing CBRs almost exclusively here. But the question is, what kind of response are they getting? Because they're not hitting those shots, maybe a little bit. Again, you said it. It's a scrap for the site, and so far both of these teams are even Steven. I don't know what needs to be done right now because it seems like it's just such a tough one to hold on to. Thankfully, Haribon, they might have a good game.
Might have a good game line here, 25 to 18. It's just a 7-point lead, 7-point lead here from the side of Haribon, but it is a lead. A lead is a lead. They still have got to hold it on down the hill. But look at this, those Sparrows on the other hand will go for the backends, will rotate it from the backends, and they will be able to get the spawns. But just like that, look at the rotation here from the side of Haribon. 5-man retake here, rotations on towards P3. This is what I'm talking about in terms of team chemistry. This is what I love to see. And you know, man, in some way, Gas, I want to talk about these two teams here. They're relatively newcomers here in the COD scene, but they're doing such a remarkable job showing us a good matchup here, man.
Beautiful. It's a master class in being able to move, being able to play it together. Just like you said, the chemistry is there, and so is the Gravity Vortex gun. This is the money heal. All of the operator streaks are coming out. The hard point is owned. All Haribon needs to do is play it safe, play it smart. They have all the op skills, and they have a death grip on this hill, Warden.
A death grip here. Haribon now sitting pretty on the 50-point mark. So far, we've seen so far, but Raptor with the Annihilator will be able to take one out of the play. Two out of the play it is, and make it a triple. He's on a surge, on a spree. Bendur on the other hand as well. The Cavalry will come into the play. The Death Machine will be able to get a 2-piece in total of 5 kills. That's going to be more than enough for them to take the players out from the hill. 46 to 57. Haribon sitting pretty on the lead, but it may not last for so long as LPE, the Sparrows of the team, will coming into the play. And just like that, if ever they do get the consistency, they might be able to take the evening rounds here from one another. 57 to 57, approaching on to P4, still on the equalizing grounds here, Gas.
Yeah, this is gonna be a really tough situation because Raph has all of the score streaks. We're just waiting for him to deploy that sentry. Haribon has control of point, but how long are they going to be able to do that? Raph has to make the big decision here and decide whether or not it's worth it to commit everything or if they're going to wait. So the game plan right now for LPU is to just play contest and wait for the open point, invest everything from Raph.
Invest everything in that, but looking like they're going to come inside this hill quite empty-handed here, man. You don't have any resources to invest onto. And adding the fact that Haribon will take the back spawns out away from Sparrows, it's not going to make it easier whatsoever. Not just yet. Jay here will try to make a play. Sprays down, won't be able to got the triple piece to make the break. And just like that here, though, Guama again, this is where Sparrows excel at. They're going to try to get the back spawns out the way, but looking like it's not going to go to any impact whatsoever. Haribon here will get a money heal onto P4. We're now going to be seeing the rotations here onto P1 once again, second deck of the hill. Haribon here instead of PLM, 104 to 59. They're on the 100-point mark club here. They can't put up any mistakes now. They just have to end it all here, man.
Oh yeah, now Raph should invest those score streaks. This is a pivotal moment, Warden. I mean, Haribon, again, they aren't being contested up top, and this is what is going to kill LPE. Again, no score streaks, big problems.
No score streaks, big problems. Coming inside a hard point here, quite empty-handed. That is exactly where you don't want to see. 62 to 110 it is. And the Predator missiles will take down Elsa. Raph will be out of the play as well. Jay will be out of the play. It's all up to the side of Haribons here to close down the deal. But a cluster strike and the MQ-72 Dragonfire will come into the play from the side of Sparrows. That will be enough to divert the play here from the side of Haribons. And guess what? LPE might be able to live for another hard point here, Gas.
LPE just want to force all of those close-range gunfights. Again, not the best time to invest that. A little bit late, better late than never. 1 minute is still 1 minute, and right now, we just gotta fight for scrap.
Gotta fight for scrap. 125 to 64. And just like that, the hustle of teams here from the side of P1 will come into the play. But there we go. This is where it's all gonna get changed up. Haribon here will get the first line of contesting Gravity Vortex on towards the mid lane here inside the hill. And just like that, the cluster strike, the sentry gun will be inside, getting the influence inside the hill. 129 to 64. This could be it. 19 more points to claim. Haribon is playing it all out, and they're winning the gunfights here. This is gonna be it, guys. 1 to 135, 64. Is it gonna be done, guys? Is it gonna be done? Is it finished? Are they gonna be able to survive? 135 to 64, and still Sparrow Fuego will try to make a play, and the break will come into the play here. Sparrow might be able to live for another day, but look at this. Haribon, 11 more points to claim, 10 more points, and this is it, man. Time is ticking here, but Sparrow once again getting the contestment inside the hill. Only 2 more seconds left to contest, and they might be able to push this onto P3 here, guys. Look at this.
You have control, though. Control. He's gonna do everything he can to stop them, but now it's one of those things, right? There's 8 seconds for them to make every moment count, and if Haribon Juita holds on to this top balcony, this could be game, set, and match. They gotta stop him. They gotta stop him. He's gonna move into contest. Not gonna give them that chance. Moving in. Goes for this free transfer. Finds it. The rest of Haribon are going to take sides. And in a convincing fashion are not repelled. Not enough time. Not enough weapons. But not enough gun skill on the side of Haribon. LPU is still able to make it now. If I were Haribon, I'd be a little nervous right now.
Quite a little nervous, but come again. They're going to be showing their life inside the hill. 4 more points to claim. Haribon, can you end it all the way? No, they can't. Still, the Sparrows here will still get inside the hill. 94 to 147. Only 1 more money hill, and they can take the game out away from Haribon. 147 to 100 now. Both teams will be sitting pretty on the 100-point mark. 104 to 147. My man, the lead is getting shorter and shorter it is. And you are right, guys. If you're on the side of Haribon, you gotta wait it all out. You gotta be nervous. You gotta be scared. You gotta be putting respect onto the name on the side of LPE Sparrows. 1 more point to claim, but look at the rotations here. Haribon will be on the trailing edge as LPU, LPE, the Sparrows will be coming inside the hard one first.
It's a bomb rush! Everybody's gonna be moving on to point, and right now we can smell the desperation from LPE. One more person to hold the floor. That's going to be Suevo, but Suevo could be pushed up. There's 2 people, but they're not coordinating. There's still enough time. There's no everyone is able to make me eat the words, and they make LPE eat that loss. But what a wonderful set, Warden. That was just phenomenal COD-M decision making. It looked really dangerous for Haribon off of those free hills, though. Gotta admit.
Yeah, man. You know, in some way, I remember it was really breathtaking away from me, man. Really can relate to one another here. I am sweating. I am just exhausted from that run right there. LPU, the Sparrows here. They almost got the comeback up away from Haribon PLM. And it was really too close for comfort there. They were getting quite nervous. And if ever LPU, the Sparrows, could have just hold on to that final hill right there and took it as a money hill, they could have pulled off one of the best, if not the best, comeback for this event.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we can look at it like this. From a macro perspective, Haribon knows the game that you need to play on takeoff, and that's maximizing those power positions, the power angles off of the elevation. That's what's given them point control every single time. But you see the way that LPE designed their composition is heavily based around being able to, like, just slip and slide, getting those duels, getting those 1v1s. We all know, everybody's seen it. LPE is good for it. And in those tight corners, the one team that you want to bet on, LPE, definitely. But Haribon just played the better strategic game. I mean, blunders here and there, sure, but who hasn't? And at the end of the day, when both teams are equal in gun skill, it really was the macro decision making. I mean, what do you think, though, Warden?
I mean, I can exactly agree with you, man. In some way, I can never take away Sparrows from this conversation anymore. Yeah, for sure, on the first half, they're on the hard points. They weren't really showing any life whatsoever. It was just so well dominant. 3 consecutive money heals here from the side of Haribons. But then again, once we saw the rotations there onto P1 and onto P2, Haribons managed to survive the waves of... survive the waves of Haribon, and in some way they just managed to close down the deal, get it a little bit lower and too close for comfort here from the side of Haribons. But then again, it's redemption time now here from the side of the Sparrows. Haribon here will be leading the series by 1 game,
and they still need to win. Remember, whoever wins this final, they move on to groups. So LPE, Sparrows, they want to move as quickly as possible. And at this point, you have to ask yourself this question. If you are a Sparrows fan, which bird will be the first to take flight in this group, in this game? let's see what happens. LPE, they can dominate with the guns. And in a map like this, if they get a good position, they could do just what they want and win those close range battles.
And bound to be close range battles here on towards the mid lane, but I'm looking to be more clear on towards the full side as Dare will be able to kick things off with a frag, takes on K-Turk, and there we go. Frags will be reading upon here for the side with Sparrows, but then again, Haribon here will be retaliating with their own sense of force, 2-piece from one another. A 3v3 situation down near the board. Jay gets himself in contact with Juwita, but Juwita sweeps him out. A 2v3 situation here, then again, still looking to be quite a formidable take here from the side of Juwita, because Elsa will be out of the play. Swing your hands goodbye, because you're going to be moving on to the next round here. A 1v2 situation. Suevo, what can you do?
That was one way to ice a player. Swevo got to pull the suave moves, is able to. Haribon Reggie falls, but the information has already been taken. Unfortunately, it looks like Juwita wants to play passive. I mean, who would? You're on a Mac 10. All he's got to do now is play the waiting game. 58 seconds, though. Not a great position to wait in.
Yep, not so great. Suevo here with the CBR4 having more versatility over the Mac 10, but you can't get too close with a Mac 10. It's gonna shred you all out. Turns into perhaps. Talking about Big Macs here, but Mac cheese, Mac and cheese.
I love that.
I don't know. But, you know, but it's a banana blaster, you know. So then again, not really the food that you would want to take into. But you know, in some way here, man, if ever Haribon wins this one out, they're gonna be sitting pretty on that match point advantage or the series point advantage, and they're gonna be putting LPU Sparrow out of the frame. But if we're gonna be talking about the frame here in some way, it's gonna be looking quite terrible here from the side. The timing. Guida won't be able to find the connection. Quite unfortunate as it is. And Suevo will go for the commitment here on towards the bomb plant. Gets the heady up in the board. Juwita will get himself in contact. And just like that, Suevo with the indecision making right there. This is what you mean, man. Gunfights is so equal from one another. It's all about that macro adjustment. And guess what? It was Suevo coming on top.
I mean, you can't blame Suevo for coming on top. You called out the gun diff already. Mac 10 versus versatility. But number 2, Juwita got a little bit impatient. He moved off the angle at the worst possible time, but Jiro is able to make a thumper decision at the best possible one, getting the double.
Getting the double right there. There's going to be enough impact for them to be on that higher ground. It's out time for them to get the round for their side. As Suevo will take down another. The turnaround shot there. Please stop this man. This guy's on a rampage. But then again, still Haribon still sitting pretty on that one-man lead here. But coming again with his CBR4 in hand. We've seen what this man can do up against 2 players here on towards that circle. Looking like he's going to fall back. Lovely decision making here. But could be another passable contact here on this player. 4 swings out. Will be able to take down Juwita. There's gonna be another duel here, won by Suevo up against Juwita here. Down to a 2v2 situation. It's up to Jay and to Suevo to try to make a play on towards the bomb side.
It's CBR versus CBR on both sides of the team. Never mind. There's DLQ. There's a DLQ being played around with. But now that they know that B is not a safe site to take, it looks like they're just gonna go for A instead. I mean, Jay is already moving in, but Suevo, he wants that pick.
Quite intensified here. Gets him some contact. Jay gets tagged down by player 3 Raiji. Gets out, but Suevo, the bomb The bomb gets picked up once more, and there we go. The bomb is gonna get planted here. 40 seconds has begun. When Reggie coming out on top, 1v2 situation. If ever the Sparrows wins this one out, it's gonna be a double round extension. Gotta watch your backs though. The timing is so surreal. Player 4 is watching from the back end, and it's gonna be an easiest skill of his life. Suevo once more closing in the deal here on towards Search and Destroy. 2 rounds being remarkably won by the side of the Sparrows, and really by the courtesy of Suevo.
Yep, Suevo positioning difference.
What?
Like, it's not even that. Okay, one, Suevo is a god, but number 2, he has a noodle brain that is very, 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 very soft, wet, and wrinkled. That's how he was able to get the timing. That's how he's able to outposition everybody on Sparrows. Sparrows, they gotta play slower.
They gotta play it slower, really. I mean, if they want to get the odds really rocking for this head, they're gonna take it slower. But speaking about slow here, player 2 from the side of Haribons, Jiro is pushed up all the way towards the mid lane. Player 1 here, Provi, just left alone on towards the B bomb side. And if I was on the side of Haribons, player 1, I would be really scared right now. Look at this, 4 players here from the side of LPU Sparrows. We'll try to make a play here. 4 players up against 1. I don't think the odds will be looking to be probable here for the side of Provi here, man.
Definitely not, unless he wins. Does he win? Ooh, he's trying! but Jay is able to take him out. Again, it just feels like the gun familiarity on the side of Sparrows is making a world of a difference. Maybe Dirk can make a bigger difference on that DLQ, but he's completely and totally spotted. He has to even things out. He wants to stand a small chance of taking this round. 1v3.
A 1v3. Getting some contact there on towards the galleries. Won't be able to find a connection, not that he wants yet. Clear 3 on the bomb side, on the heady it is. A hard shot to hit, and unfortunately you won't be able to hit it, K-Turk. Coming again now, swings out to the left side, hand corner, won't be able to find the connection he wants. 3 shots has already been blown out, the trigger has been pulled through, and still no frags has been drawn there. But a final kill there from the side of there will be out of the play, but as the time is ticking here, guess what? Sparrow will be leading the game all the way. Get your frags here, but it's all gonna come down to the constellation, because come again, it's Sparrow here leading the game by 3 rounds.
Well, maybe if Kirk got those shots earlier. No, I'm joking. What really happened there, Warden, is just, you know, at sometimes you get overwhelmed on site, but more importantly, they just had to win like those gunfights. There's really not much you can do against that unpredictability. So maybe Haribon plays slower, but a little bit more proactive, because so far Spyros, they're playing for information and unpredictability. This angle though could be it.
Clear to both ends, but Jiro needs to fall back. Trumpers out, CPR4 in the hound. Quite confused out there on the middle, but looking like Zion gonna be out of the play now. Jiro down. Bomb gonna get opened up. Swevo will take down Provi. A very fast retake here on the side of Haribons. But then again, as Swevo being a menace here will be able to take down a 2-piece. Make it an equalizing grounds now here as 2v4 situation will come into the play. Elsa will get taken out. 2 players here look at it on towards the laundries. Raph will spray down once more. And this gonna be a 2-piece for them. Already Chico's under his name. And man, I want to talk about statistics even more. And really, if you want to find the latest updates on your favorite OLG teams, schedule, article, stats, you name it, you'll find it all on our official website at AcadArena.com/Alliance Games, guys.
Yeah, and this is a good time for, honestly, for Haribons to come together and make a reset, especially when they're getting snapped. The information on mid is there. They have a trade. They have the information. It's a question of what they do with it now. Hinge is there, and so is Kurg's aim.
Kurg's aim finds Dur. But is it going to be able to put up enough impact for them to get around for their side? Because Sparrow right now sitting pretty on the 4-round lead. 1 more round for that match point advantage. Kurg about to get himself in contact up against player 2, but looking to be falling back. Ragey here sprays down. Won't be able to win the gunfight of his life as Jay will take him out. And just like that, 3v2, make it a 3v1 because Jay will continue to spree it all out. Kurg here, out of the play. It's all up to Provi to make the play. 1v3 situation here, looking to be an A execution bound for his side of the Sparrows. Provi sitting pretty on that treehouse. What can he do?
Well, he's gonna have to make a pretty good shot, but against the double angle, the double cross, it's quite difficult, and I really feel for Haribons here. It certainly does seem that right now, the Sparrows are making their nest in S and D. If this map was a story about map domination, Sparrows, they're making a very strong case that S and D is where they belong.
Yeah, where they belong. It's really gonna be by the courtesy of Swevo here. He has 12 kills under his name. And as Dur will kick things off with a frag, literally with a frag, Ragey will be out of the play. A 4v5 situation here, looking to be a formidable take here. And Sparrow is waiting for the sense of dictation here from the side of Haribons. Looking to fall back now. His Swevo needs to stay alive. He knows for a fact he's one of the most crucial players for the team. He has to stay alive, pushing all the way through. Look at 4 players here, just stranded, lost in the pool side. Just like in the Bermuda Triangle there, man. They're lost in the middle. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to get out of it.
Yeah, and once you get stuck, you're definitely not coming back. 1 minute, the bomb has already been planted, and suddenly the clock is ticking. Swevo, he needs to stay alive because they're gonna give him more than enough respect than he deserves, and that's exactly what Swevo wants. He wants you to fear them. He is the knight. He is justice. He is vengeance, and he's gonna be opening up things for Raph to make that frag. But does he get it? Maybe. It's a DLQ after all. The assist coming from Elsa. Absolutely cold. 1 by 1. Haribon, they're falling. They can't afford to lose this map. They wanted to close it out, but instead it looks like they're gonna get closing out instead. The Sparrows make it an even 1-1. We will be moving on to the next 2 maps at least.
I mean, as both teams here has won the first two games, one has claimed one another. It's just gonna be us getting that game number 4 here. A possibility for game number 4 has now been opened up. Gas, I'm quite happy here, man.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Corsair must be happy. Forgive us for Sparrows. It's Corsair. That's a bit of a correction.
Oh,
but that being said, I mean, like Corsair, the point still stands. The point still stands that it seems that right now LPE, they have the birds in their Corsairs. I mean, it's exciting. It's exciting because of the nature of this game. You know, the nature of any shooting game really is all about momentum. And you have SND, which is a game where you can either solidify it or lose it. Moving into domination, how do you think Haribon is feeling considering how well they played, or how close the game was rather, for the past 2 games, for the first game, and then you have an absolute just statement made by Corsair for the second?
I mean, I would be devastated on my own ends here. You know, a 6-0 win. I'd totally accept it if it came down to like round number 11 perhaps. But a 6-0 victory here, Search and Destroy, that is probably one of the best statements you can put up there. Quite the dominating performance and statement that you could ever pull through from your predecessors, man.
Yeah. I really love. I think the MVP of this match has to go to Suave. I mean, there were so many matches that Corsair had no business winning, but because Suave has such a big brain, he was able to do it. Like, his SND instincts are madness. So now, if this is a test of instincts, after all, Haribon, they do have good strategy. Let's see how that plays out right now. Do they have the bird's eye view of this game, and can they snatch it right out of Corsair's hands?
I mean, it's going to be a hard call here, but they did win the first response game mode, so let's see if that's going to be a quick translation here. And looking to be more life being shown here from the side of Corsair inside at mid lane, talking about the trailer control, Haribon on the trailing end. We're going to be seeing Kirk here trying to find a break inside at mid lane. And doing such a remarkable job dueling it all in. You know, the pressure is on here, just needs to make that final flight in, and that's going to be it. That's going to be the mid lane now for the side of Haribon.
Yeah, but a very, very good look here. LPU changing up the strategy while everybody was at mid. There was so much pressure, they lost their respawn. And now they don't look to have a really good spawn unless they can cap C.
Unless you can cap C, and just like that, if ever you get that C, if ever you get that Charlie from their side, it's going to be a Charlie and Bravo capture for them. But only an inch away. Okay, finally they do get a capture, but I was quite scared. But then again, as that diversion there from the side of Haribon on towards Charlie, they neglected Bravo. And just like that, Corsair will be able to find the break on towards Alpha. They are showing some great of life here, trying to retain it all out, but still, it's going to be Corsair here taking Alpha and Bravo from their side.
But you want to know something interesting? At this point, there's really not much of a strategy going on except cap what you can. Wherever there's no pressure, let's just take it. Take Charlie, take Bravo, take whatever you can. Right now, Spiral, they're taking so much and giving up so little off the back of Suave and everybody else on the team. Especially that sentry up in tower, apparently.
Yeah, especially from the sentry there from the side of Team Corsair here, man. Really doing such a remarkable job now. You know, ever since the Search and Destroy came into their side, they've been leading the game. Haribon's here, having a hard time to respond back. And as the triple capture will be building upon here from the side of Corsair, actually it won't be able to last for so long, because Haribon's here will try to get the Charlie back to their side. Though it's a 20-point lead here from the side of Corsair, they can sit pretty whenever they want. Only 30 more points to claim, and it's going to be Corsair here leading the game.
And Corsair, they're doing it off the back of Preds. They're doing it off the backs of good, smart investments of sorts, which they weren't able to do in Respawn. And it looks like they learned their lesson, and that's been giving them this just dominating half. Again, a triple cap for them. Warden, this is absolutely nutty.
Yeah, quite nutty, it's just chaotic here from the side of Haribons. Honestly, 61 to 28 it is. We are so used to seeing Haribons trailing down, pushing Corsair to the trailing ends. and has 10 more points to claim here from the side of Corsair. Honestly, they're approaching onto the second half. Not only the lead, but with a lot of cards as well, you know. With this lead here being shown from the side of Corsair, they managed to build up those core streaks, those specialists here. And speaking about specialists, we got Raph here trying to make a play on towards the tree. Won't be able to find, will be able to find the connection. Sprays out once more, but the cavalry from the side of Dur will assist him all out, and just like that, Corsair was about to end the first half there with a triple capture, but Haribon was sitting pretty on the Charlie. But then again, a 40-point lead here from the side of Corsair.
And now Haribon, they have the advantage of a better spawn. But again, they gotta watch out for the distraction plays, the pressure plays from Spyros. Spyros, they learned their lesson. Now Haribon, they've gotta pick up a little quicker if they want to move on with this map.
If they want to do it, you gotta do it. You gotta do it quite consistent here, because then again, COD is never over. 37 to 76 it is, and looking to be more fractured, being showcased here from the side of Corsair. Lovely shade of red there on the kill feed, and just like that, it's gonna be an opening take on towards the mid lane. Not a capture, not just yet on towards Bravo. They're trying to secure that power positions out away from the opposing ends. But look at this though. Haribon is trying to put an influence here on towards Alpha. Won't be able to cut the case. Until then, they just have to secure that Charlie and Bravo, and maybe till then they could get the game rocking for their side.
I think Elsa's trying to trap. I think Elsa holding on to that wood is trying to just trap their spawn as far from the game as possible, and that was really smart as a whole. While Raph just does his thing, they're fine with letting Raph and Swap do their things, and now that results in a cluster, that results in a sentry, and that results in a lot of pressure. Cluster already.
Yeah, cluster ready from the side of LPE Corsair here, and just like that, they're bound to get a triple capture here, as that Alpha will be secluded away from Haribons. It's just gonna be it. Corsair here retaining the lead. 3 more ticks away, and they're gonna be sitting pretty on the 100-point mark, 50-point mark here from the side of Haribons. They're on a stagnant state here because they don't have any home flags here, Gas.
It's a triple cap again, with beautiful utility investment from Corsair. Haribon, they don't have a convincing response just yet. We talked about their beautiful macro, but it seems like in terms of map familiarity, Corsair has this in the bag, and now we're just playing the waiting game. Sure, you have 1 flag, but you need a triple cap to make it count. And boy, oh boy, Haribon, they're gonna have to crunch the numbers.
Yeah, they gotta crunch the numbers here, and they need a triple capture for their side if they want to bounce back on towards this game. But if we're gonna be talking about possibilities, if we're gonna be talking about the odds of them possibly making a comeback, I don't think it's gonna be anywhere near to be able to be possible here, guys. It's gonna be 129 to 53. It is Haribon here on a stagnant state, as they're gonna try to get the Charlie back to their side. But then again, I do believe it's not gonna put up enough impact for them to bounce back on towards this game. Only 14 more points to claim, Gas. It's gonna be LPE Corsair all the way.
There's not much time left for Haribon to make a difference, really. Raph has just a death grip on C, and he knows it. I mean, the rest of LPE knows it. The cluster strike is just about going to confirm it. With 5 seconds left, the only thing for Haribon to do now is make every shot count, just get that morale up, because the game has finally ended, and we are at a 2-1 in our series right now, with Corsair snatching up that lead, 1 away from securing that position in groups. But man, Warden, it seems like we're looking at the brand new team.
Yeah, we're looking at a brand new team here. Definitely not the exact same team that we saw there on Takeoff, you know. But then again, man, I want to talk about a little bit more about Corsair. They were actually showing a little bit of life there on towards the latter stage of the Takeoff. And then again, they managed to redeem themselves onto Search and Destroy, winning it out there 6-0. And looking at their performance here, a very dominant performance here on towards Domination Game number 3. It's looking like the heat was really transcended on towards them. Unfortunately, Haribons here, they're not really soaring up high anymore, no longer. As they're not gonna be, they're on a leash here, man. They gotta unshackle the chains the Corsair has put up onto them, because this is not the exact same team that we saw as well from the side of Haribon. So really devastating here for Haribon, but quite fortunate for the side of Corsair.
Yeah, definitely. And we just to add to that, it was also just the spawn control. Honestly, props to that spawn control. That was really smart. They had everybody fight. They had the entirety of Haribon just spawning so far away from Charlie, from Bravo, and it held on just because Elsa was hiding in that wood. Nobody could spawn anywhere but there, and that was just a masterful execution of spawn traps. Just wanted to point that out. props to that set piece, because it was like as an analyst, as a nerd, as one of the resident nerds, it was a treat to watch. But breaks, they're a great time to reset. And if you were coaching, because fun fact, Warden used to be a coach, might be coaching still. DM him.
Soon.
What do you think? What do you think Haribon needs to do right now? Like, timeouts are a great way to reset. What's going through their head?
Timeouts, you just gotta rest your mind, get that mental resolve, and maybe till then you can get the game back to your side. Really, LPU Corsair here, they're sitting pretty because they got the confidence. Haribon here on the cold field now. Quite ironic as well, because we're approaching on to Summit here, which is going to be game number 4, guys. It's going to be a hard point here. It's going to be a bound full scrappy heal onto P1. And in some way here, I'm really expecting the 110% here for both ends of the spectrum. Both teams going to go up for get the 100% gameplay that we want to see here, guys.
Oh yeah, but LPJ is going to be the first one to bring it to 120 as he walks in with 2 and takes the point already. This is great positioning coming from Corsair. LPE, if he's able to take down, and he does, that's going to secure the point. There's no one who can stop him. Maybe Prawi, but he's busted open side, and it's got a great hold. No power positions yet.
No power positions not just yet, but a lot of life here from the side of Corsair though. Look at this, well-defined on towards the top end of the hard point. And in some way, they're slowly getting their points back to their side. And just like that, actually it's going to be Haribons on towards the top ends of the... Sorry, forgive me for my words here. It's actually going to be Haribons actually leading the game now. 19-11 it is. Haribons just doing such a very staggered job here, getting themselves inside the hill. And in some way, looking like it's going to be LPU Corsair here getting those points, majority of those points here onto P1.
Well, yeah, when you have an anchor like Elsa just OBJing the heck out of that side, there's really not much you can do. And good spot on the side of Corsair. Haribon, they're gonna have to fight really hard. More than, we have to emphasize, this is their make or break. They can't make groups. If they lose this, they go down to losers.
Yeah, they go down to losers. Whoever wins this one, if ever Corsair wins this one out, they're gonna be able to advance onto the next stage. Haribons goes down, so really 35-12 here. Haribons now showing a little bit more life now. They were quite dominant there on first round there for the hard point. Will they be able to come through and do it again? Corsair here sitting pretty on the 10-point lead, bound to extend it even further more as they have scooped down the last and remaining players here from the side of Haribons. 25 more points here inside the hill here, guys.
2F control is going to be really good if Dare can hold on to it. But with this contestation, Reggie has a great opportunity to retake the side, and that's exactly what they do. The decision now for Haribon is if they're going to contest scrap time or play for the next rotate, and it looks like they're going to
playing for next point it is, and we can get more points, especially if you get the spawns rocking for your side. But I do gotta give comments here from the side of player 5 and player 1 here from the side of Haribons trying to get the spawns from their side. But unfortunately for them, it's gonna be Corsair here coming in quite early, and they're gonna be able to get the rotations here caught off from the side of Haribons. 47-37, a 10-point lead here as we're approaching on to P2. Now P2 opened up, a sentry gun will be over onwards Donut, and also 3 players around the hill. I do believe this could be a possible money hill from the side of Corsair here, guys.
It's definitely going to be a money hill. They already have the spawn, and they have a sentry holding on to it. There's no one that can contest that. It's as good as theirs. Now, Corsair, they're going to focus all of their resources on holding P and the hill.
Yeah. Look at this. The cards are just so right for the side of a Corsair. 70-37, a 47-point lead, and bound to extend it furthermore as Raph here just showing great sense of life, but unfortunately he's gonna get taken out by Provi. There we go. Haribon now inside the hill, about to get the remainder 20 points inside the hill, but then again, Corsair here will not try to make it easy as Dirt here will be a menace and try to get the contestment. They were supposed to they could have just given the last 20 points here for the side of Haribons, but they didn't do it. Look at this now, on to P4. They have a sentry gun here. Let's look at the sponsor from the side of LPU Corsair. Look at
that was so smart, Warden. Do you not realize that? Like, just to tell you, they left LPE. Like Corsair said, you can survive and then die, so that we can flip the spawn. And now we have another money hill on storage.
Wow.
Looks like he's gonna try to hold it down to end things right here, right then and there. The sentry is there. The score streaks are about to come out. This is make or break for Haribon, Warden.
Yeah, make or break, what can you do? Haribon, where are you all at? You're gonna be soaring up high, you're gonna be shackled onto the chains of LPU Corsair. 3 more points away, and Corsair will be sitting pretty on the 100-point mark, 54 to 102. And man, I'm so sorry that I could reciprocate what just happened right there, because that was one of the best plays that we could have ever seen if you want to take a break inside the hill. 103 to 58, and looking like Haribon will still survive another day here, man. The lead is just too big to get dealt with. If ever you want to make a comeback here, as you said, you gotta make it or you gonna break it. What can you do?
Oh man, and well, the first thing you should have done is fight for that scrap time. Haribon is giving too many chances to Corsair and they're getting punished. Yeah, sure, you get a nade, but remember, you have to worry about holding onto those power positions, because as soon as LPE Corsair they make the break, they're gonna hold on for control inside of control point for dear life. You gotta worry about Elsa, and you certainly gotta worry about Suave on his second.
If you're on the side of Haribon, you gotta worry about the whole team, because they're gonna crush you all down. Corsair here only needs at least 31 more points to claim, make it 30 more points to claim, and it's just gonna be game. And guess what, man? They have enough time to close down the deal. Haribon not showing any life whatsoever, nowhere to be found around the perimeter, and the time is ticking. It is looking to be in a very desperate mission to find a resolve here to get themselves inside the hill. 12 more points to claim, 11 more points to claim. Haribon, you need to find another break.
Oh, 10 seconds left, but finally the contest from Haribon is in. But the question is, can they take the scrap time? Yes, they can, unfortunately. I love this play. Corsair is not going to give them a single chance. The signs of life are impossible to show when the other team is dealing only death.
4 more points.
4 points away, Warden.
3 more points.
Let's go.
It's gonna be Corsair all the way.
Oh, holy. That's hype.
My man, Corsair, they're managing to pull through one of the best setbacks here. And guess what? You lose the first game. It doesn't justify the whole tides of the series. Keep in mind, guys, Haribon won the first game mode here. It was takeoff on hardpoint. It was a struggle, but they won it out. A win is a win. But as soon as we move over to search and destroy, the demoralization of the win there from the side of Corsair, 6-0 on raid, search and destroy, quickly translated onto domination, firing range, and quickly translated onto summit hardpoint. We are gonna be getting our first game number 4, and it's gonna be finished from then on for a 3-1 in favor for Corsair. Haribon is going to be waving their hands goodbye on towards the bottom bracket.
Yeah, definitely. Can I just say, dude, Warden, you saw it. As a coach, you see what
Amazing.
Corsair was doing. They had the entire match in the palm of their hands.
Really?
They truly had Haribon right in their sights, right in their crosshairs, and they showed it today. Talk about taking momentum and running away with it. But speaking of things you guys should run too, though, I mean, Alliance games, this isn't the last. This is just one of the many stages we're going to have, and it all culminates into one thing. That is the Alliance Games Finals, and it's going to be held live at Conquest 2022, happening on July 23 to 24. They're gonna battle it out on stage. It's a LAN event, guys. So buy your tickets, right now, and get on that Cayede hype train. Everybody's been coughing because of that Cayede fever. So head on. Yep, Cayede. Everybody loves her. So stay tuned for more updates. But if you guys want to buy tickets already, check out the official FB page for more. Because I wouldn't want to be sold out from those tickets. Like, I would be so happy. But that being said, guys, I've been your caster, Gas Talks Fast. This has been my wonderful partner, Warden.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Corsair, for making it into groups. Commiserations for Haribons for losing the game, but you guys still got another chance. And we'll see you guys right after the break. Thank you very much.
I have to make confident split-second decisions to lead our team and give us that direction we need to win the game.
I got my self-confidence when I become a radio jock for the university, and it basically developed my self-confidence to speak out loud to many people out there.
As an ate, you're supposed to know what to do. Minsan, parang hindi na pwedeng magkamali. Kasi ate ka eh, dapat you serve as an example for the younger ones. But as a student leader, that was not the case for me. I was allowed to make mistakes, learn, and do better. Just like how we encourage you, our telecubs, to wear your stripes.
The community that we've built across the world have given us a place to belong. As the world becomes more connected, the opportunities will reach all corners of the world. I'm so excited to bring campus gaming across Southeast Asia.
Esports and gaming can be a great equalizer. Here, your physique doesn't matter too much. Your sex and gender shouldn't matter. You have an avatar. You're just you and all the awesomeness that comes with it. It matters less which part of the world you're in. The world is bigger, and there's so much we can do together in gaming and esports. You just need to meet the right people to change the world.
In AcadArena, I broke through solo queue and became a team player.
In AcadArena, I broke through my comfort zone and became more social.
In AcadArena, I break through my hardship and become more confident.
In AcadArena, I was able to break through my shy and timid self and turn into a student leader, kinda.
In AcadArena, before I was lost, but because of the org, I was able to find my passion.
Happy birthday, AcadArena. Continue breaking through the stigma of video games and academics.
Happy birthday to AcadArena. We look forward to all the great work you guys will be doing in the coming years.
Happy birthday, AcadArena. We hope you continue to support our industry and break the stereotypes of how student gamers can be.
Pinoys continue to dominate in esports globally. This startup aims to keep the streak going and provide education for those eyeing a gaming career. AcadArena secured over 170 million pesos for their projects. We get to know more about their initiatives with a young...
It's still crazy to think that it's been 3 years since AcadArena started. Today isn't just a celebration of our anniversary, it's a celebration of everyone who supported us along the way. We've had students who grew up with AcadArena, myself being one of them. We know what it's like to balance work and studies, and we know what it's like to feel like you're not going to make it. But you will, and it'll all be better. Break through with us.
This is Filippo.
This is Jessica.
Parehong freshies, parehong gamers. Gusto ni Filippo maging next big caster.
Si Jessica naman wants to make the biggest esports tournament in their campus.
But they don't know where to start.
They're also from different campuses
In different parts of the Philippines.
they would have never met. If not,
For AcadArena.
In AcadArena, we help students meet, collaborate, and learn all the hype and wonder ng gaming at esports.
Dito, naging caster si Filippo, even just for that afternoon. He met students with the same dream, attended our workshop, and we funded a tournament where they can debut.
That was Jessica's tournament. Inorganize niya ito with a student club in her campus na ginabayan namin all the way. And that's how they met. That's what we do here in AcadArena.
We turn gamers into leaders, casters, breadwinners. AcadArena. It's not just play.
Outside the game, I'd have a hard time making decisions and just go through life without any direction really. But when I'm in the game and as captain of the team, I have to make confident split-second decisions to lead our team and give us that direction we need to win the game.
I got my self-confidence when I become a radio jock for the university, and it basically developed my self-confidence to speak out loud to many people out there.
As an ate, you're supposed to know what to do. Minsan, parang hindi na pwedeng magkamali. Kasi ate ka eh, dapat you serve as an example for the younger ones. But as a student leader, that was not the case for me. I was allowed to make mistakes, learn, and do better. Just like how we encourage you, our telecubs, to wear your stripes.
The community that we've built across the world have given us a place to belong. As the world becomes more connected, the opportunities will reach all corners of the world. I'm so excited to bring campus gaming across Southeast Asia.
Esports and gaming can be a great equalizer. Here, your physique doesn't matter too much. Your sex and gender shouldn't matter. You have an avatar. You're just you and all the awesomeness that comes with it. It matters less which part of the world you're in. The world is bigger, and there's so much we can do together in gaming and esports. You just need to meet the right people to change the world.
In AcadArena, I broke through solo queue and became a team player.
In AcadArena, I broke through my comfort zone and became more social.
In AcadArena, I break through my hardship and become more confident.
In AcadArena, I was able to break through my shy and timid self and turn into a student leader, kinda.
In AcadArena, before I was lost, but because of the org, I was able to find my passion.
Happy birthday, AcadArena. Continue breaking through the stigma of video games and academics.
Happy birthday to AcadArena. We look forward to all the great work you guys will be doing in the coming years.
Happy birthday, AcadArena. We hope you continue to support our industry and break the stereotypes of how student gamers can be.
Pinoys continue to dominate in esports globally. This startup aims to keep the streak going and provide education for those eyeing a gaming career. AcadArena secured over 170 million pesos for their projects. We get to know more about their initiatives with a young...
It's still crazy to think that it's been 3 years since AcadArena started. Today isn't just a celebration of our anniversary, it's a celebration of everyone who supported us along the way. We've had students who grew up with AcadArena, myself being one of them. We know what it's like to balance work and studies, and we know what it's like to feel like you're not going to make it. But you will, and it'll all be better. Break through with us.
This is Filippo.
This is Jessica.
Parehong freshies, parehong gamers. Gusto ni Filippo maging next big caster.
Si Jessica naman wants to make the biggest esports tournament in their campus.
But they don't know where to start.
They're also from different campuses
In different parts of the Philippines.
they would have never met. If not,
For AcadArena.
In AcadArena, we help students meet, collaborate, and learn all the hype and wonder ng gaming at esports.
Dito, naging caster si Filippo, even just for that afternoon. He met students with the same dream, attended our workshop, and we funded a tournament where they can debut.
That was Jessica's tournament. Inorganize niya ito with a student club in her campus na ginabayan namin all the way. And that's how they met. That's what we do here in AcadArena.
We turn gamers into leaders, casters, breadwinners. AcadArena is not just play.
Outside the game, I'd have a hard time making decisions and just go through life without any direction really. But when I'm in the game and as captain of the team, I have to make confident split-second decisions to lead our team and give us that direction we need to win the game.
I got my self-confidence when I become a radio jock for the university, and it basically developed my self-confidence to speak out loud to many people out there.
As an ate, you're supposed to know what to do. Minsan, parang hindi na pwedeng magkamali. Kasi ate ka eh, dapat you serve as an example for the younger ones. But as a student leader, that was not the case for me. I was allowed to make mistakes, learn, and do better. Just like how we encourage you, our telecubs, to wear your stripes.
The community that we've built across the world have given us a place to belong. As the world becomes more connected, the opportunities will reach all corners of the world. I'm so excited to bring campus gaming across Southeast Asia.
Esports and gaming can be a great equalizer. Here, your physique doesn't matter too much. Your sex and gender shouldn't matter. You have an avatar. You're just you and all the awesomeness that comes with it. It matters less which part of the world you're in. The world is bigger, and there's so much we can do together in gaming and esports. You just need to meet the right people to change the world.
In AcadArena, I broke through solo queue and became a team player.
In AcadArena, I broke through my comfort zone and became more social.
In AcadArena, I break through my hardship and become more confident.
In AcadArena, I was able to break through my shy and timid self and turn into a student leader, kinda.
In AcadArena, before I was lost, but because of the org, I was able to find my passion.
Happy birthday, AcadArena. Continue breaking through the stigma of video games and academics.
Happy birthday to AcadArena. We look forward to all the great work you guys will be doing in the coming years.
Happy birthday, AcadArena. We hope you continue to support our industry and break the stereotypes of how student gamers can be.
Pinoys continue to dominate in esports globally. This startup aims to keep the streak going and provide education for those eyeing a gaming career. AcadArena secured over 170 million pesos for their projects. We get to know more about their initiatives with a young...
It's still crazy to think that it's been 3 years since AcadArena started. Today isn't just a celebration of our anniversary, it's a celebration of everyone who supported us along the way. We've had students who grew up with AcadArena, myself being one of them. We know what it's like to balance work and studies, and we know what it's like to feel like you're not going to make it. But you will, and it'll all be better. Break through with us.
This is Filippo.
This is Jessica.
Parehong freshies, parehong gamers. Gusto ni Filippo maging next big caster.
Si Jessica naman wants to make the biggest esports tournament in their campus.
But they don't know where to start.
They're also from different campuses
In different parts of the Philippines.
they would have never met. If not,
For AcadArena.
In AcadArena, we help students meet, collaborate, and learn all the hype and wonder ng gaming at esports.
Dito, naging caster si Filippo, even just for that afternoon. He met students with the same dream, attended our workshop, and we funded a tournament where they can debut.
That was Jessica's tournament. Inorganize niya ito with a student club in her campus na ginabayan namin all the way. And that's how they met. That's what we do here in AcadArena.
We turn gamers into leaders, casters, breadwinners. AcadArena. It's not just play.
Outside the game, I'd have a hard time making decisions and just go through life without any direction really. But when I'm in the game and as captain of the team, I have to make confident split-second decisions to lead our team and give us that direction we need to win the game.
I got my self-confidence when I become a radio jock for the university, and it basically developed my self-confidence to speak out loud to many people out there.
As an ate, you're supposed to know what to do. Minsan, parang hindi na pwedeng magkamali. Kasi ate ka eh, dapat you serve as an example for the younger ones. But as a student leader, that was not the case for me. I was allowed to make mistakes, learn, and do better. Just like how we encourage you, our telecubs, to wear your stripes.
The community that we've built across the world have given us a place to belong. As the world becomes more connected, the opportunities will reach all corners of the world. I'm so excited to bring campus gaming across Southeast Asia.
Esports and gaming.
Back to the Alliance Games featuring Call of Duty Mobile, co-presented by Globe. This was dubbed by the community as the UAAP/NCAA of esports. Alliance student clubs from across the Philippines are #AllG to compete in multiple esports titles and represent their campus. I am Miss Air, and with me today is Gast Talks Fast. Okay. And we are your shoutcasters for today.
Hi guys, and we'll be casting, of course, two wonderful teams. But before we get any of that, let's just talk about what these two teams are fighting for. It's MCL Malayan Warlocks versus URS Digital Giants, and this is truly do or die. Right now, the Alliance Games, of course, consists of 3 stages. Right now, we are in the play-ins. That's stage 1. And stage 2, which is what they're fighting for, of course, is the group stage, with stage 3 being the playoffs. Play-ins run for 3 weeks with teams playing double eliminations, and the top 16, that is the winners at the top of this bracket, move on to groups, and the top 8 advance to playoffs, where the finalists will have the opportunity to compete live at Conquest 2022. Oh my gosh, Miss Air, that is exciting.
I know. And speaking of Conquest 2022, the Alliance Games Finals will be held live at Conquest 2022, happening on July 23 to 24. At Conquest, you will get a chance to watch the All-G finalists battle it out on stage, meet your favorite gaming and esports personalities.
It's the fever, it's the bug.
And enjoy a lot of different programs and activities for all kinds of gamers. So make sure that you stay tuned for more Conquest updates at the official Facebook page, www.facebook.com/conquestphl. But let's move on over to our final game of the day. These are the map picks for map number 1, Hardpoint. This is going to be Firing Range, and we're gonna be moving on over to Search and Destroy on Standoff, and map 3, Domination on Raid. If we are gonna be seeing game number 4 and 5, that's gonna be Summit, Hardpoint, and Raid, Search and Destroy. Gast, how are we feeling about the map picks?
I mean, these are pretty standard map picks.
Right.
There's not much to say for me. I mean, if anything, their bans, just the Purifier and the Sparrow, they definitely don't want to get one-shotted there. But other than that, it's standard maps. I think both teams, they want to play to their strengths. The only issue being map familiarity. So that might play very, very big, especially when these are the go-to maps, the basics. Excited though. It's really exciting, especially considering Warlocks finished top 8 the last National Campus Open. Might be a very dangerous situation, or not a great one at the very least for the Giants.
Definitely. And you know what, to add on to that, this is again our final match for today, and this will be a player in losers round 1 match between, again, MCL Malayan Warlocks versus URS Digital Giants. And we are now in the battlefield. Hardpoint, Firing Range, first game of this match, 0 to 8 and counting. Malayan Warlocks they have the hard point already right off the bat. 33 seconds remaining on the clock. Kylo is going to be taken down. It's going to be bottom spawns for the blue team. And let's see if this is going to be just a great start for Malayan Warlocks.
Well, Malayan Warlocks, again, a very dominant team, and they've established that by setting up that trophy on the hard point and the double angle, preventing them from moving it on car, plus Thumper will be securing that almost completely. I think they have a really good shot of controlling site here. After all, they did give up the scrap time.
Definitely. And you know what? It comes automatic when a specific team goes off to give the scrap points to the opposing side. You just know that the early rotations are going to be coming in. And that's what we're seeing from Malayan Warlocks here. They went in for the early rotation. They pushed trailer, and that was a successful kill. Now they are in the possession of the hard point. 10-42 and counting. 48 seconds remaining on the clock. This is a good defense strategy coming in from Malayan Warlocks. They have all the angles. They know the possible entrances and as well as exits of digital giants, and this is going to be a difficult hill for them to break through. If they want to be able to break through this, they have to push as a team, but right now everyone is just scattered from the side of digital giants. This is not what we want to see, especially in game number 1, but let's see if they're going to be stepping it up a notch in the following hill.
Yeah, and Malayan Warlocks, they're not yet making the play for spawn flipping just yet. So there's an opportunity for the Giants to make a resounding stomp on the Warlocks, but they're pulling their black magic on the site with a sentry gun. They get everybody, including Trailer.
I mean, look at that. Malayan Warlocks already have their score streaks down. They were able to capitalize on the scores that they got from the point, as well as their operator skills, and this is just going to be a little bit difficult. I hate to say it, but we might just see a one-sided game here for Hardpoint, not unless Digital Giants decides to push as a team and pierce through the defenses here established by Malayan Warlocks. But look here, Aki with the Hunter Killer drone as well as the Annihilator. He's not going to be able to capitalize on that. Pierces through, Tilt goes in for the hardpoint kill, goes in for the second, but is not going to connect. And we can see here, Digital Giants, they are in possession of the hardpoint now. They just really need to hold this off. If I were in the position of Digital Giants, you want your resources stacked up on the trailer. You don't want a one-man OTJ on here because this is already a sketchy spot to be in. 25.99. We might see Digital Giant finally winning their gunfights, and you know what? They just need to keep this up until wood.
This air, come on! Let's give it up for Chicolette, everybody. Chicolette, Kia was like, this air was like, it's a one-man OBJ. You don't want that, but somehow Chicolette makes it work and now has all of the score streaks, including the off skill. Could be the turnaround. Miss Air. They have complete and total control of wood right now, and the good spawn.
Look at that. Chicolette there, deploying the sentry gun right onto mid, and of course a successful Predator missile kill. That's a double kill, by the way. 52-100. They can make this their money hill. This can be the comeback that Digital Giants need for them to be able to actually be at par with Malayan Warlocks. And here, Chicolette just really capitalizing on the score streaks as well as the score streaks and the operator skill, and he was successful in doing so. And here, he's still on the kill streak, but he's gonna be taken down by JF. Chicolette finally goes down, but the point is still being contested. Now, this is a good game. 63-102. Filth is going to be going in, quickly repositions himself. Of course, the team is going to be there for backup. 4 seconds remaining on the clock. Digital Giant needs to secure the bottom spawns for the following hill if they want to be able to be at an advantage versus Malayan Warlocks.
This is the advantage that they've been looking for. Miss Air, as Warden would put it, it's not ogre till it's ogre. And right now, Digital Giants, they're coming up and showing us what monsters they really are. There is no magic. There's only brute force as power. Brute force is his way into the side. It's looking very, very good. This is the life they wanted, and this is the sign that Digital Giants are capitalizing on.
Definitely. Look at the positions here. They are good to go. Tilt there, holding off the sacks. Now, that is a good position here, but they need to get rid of JM here. The tower position is a very sketchy spot, especially if you're going to be going through the first hill. But look, the point is in the possession of Malayan Warlocks. We are going to be reaching that 127 mark. And that's going to be a little bit difficult for Digital Giant to actually keep up with. Not unless a miracle happens, they pierce through, or an early rotation to the next hardpoint is going to be in the works for them.
Do or die. This is the last point that they have to fight for. I'm questioning that decision to not contest even for scrap time, especially when we saw how good Malayan's hold on was inside of wood. A lot harder with these drones and these sentries with 7 seconds, 5 seconds left on the clock. The time is ticking and the game has ended. Digital Giants, yeah, they don't make it. But
75, 150. I mean, of course, Digital Giants, they woke up mid-game. Personally, I would say that's quite a bit late. Of course, it's not impossible for you to for that to happen. But if you decide to step up your game mid-game, like that far in the game, as much as possible, you want to be consistent for the following hills. And they sort of broke that right onto wood, but the contests were coming in, so that was really great for them. Unfortunately, Malayan Warlocks, they were just winning all of their gunfights. They know the angles that they had to pre-fire on. They knew the angles that they had to pre-aim on, and it just worked out for them. We did see an amazing gameplay from Chicolette, and that was amazing. A one-man OBJ, that's difficult. No, that's difficult, and he was able to pull that off, complete his score streaks, capitalize well on his operator skill, pushed through with wood point. That's something that you should actually keep in mind. That's something that you have to be afraid of if you were in Malayan Warlock's shoes. You have to know who their strongest players are. Unfortunately, the team play wasn't really there for Digital Giants. It was more of an individual play, but let's see if that's going to be a different story. Moving on over to Search and Destroy.
Well, you mentioned individual plays, which I find really interesting, because if there's any place for you to maximize those individual plays, Miss Air, it's SND. I mean, come on. Like, Chicolette is good, but all you need is a bit of brains, all you need is a bit of smarts, and all you need is to just find that first pick. And I think our next SND map is Standpoint. Correct me if I'm wrong. And that's a very good place for reversals.
Definitely. You know, those early picks are going to be coming in. I'm just excited as to who is going to be the scope of each team. I did see from an earlier game, during the first game of the Call of Duty matches, that it does play a crucial role for you to have an amazing scope on your team, because that is your info play. As much as possible, your early picks should be gotten from your scopes, and I'm just excited if we're going to be able to see that again. Those quick scopes from the earlier matches, that was amazing. I'm just hoping that we can see that once again, and I'm just really excited as to how Digital Giants is actually going to be coming back, and you know, just keep up their game.
There's gotta be a momentum factor there. There's gotta be a big momentum factor there, and we have to admit, like, as casters, we've seen, you know, worse comebacks, like harder comebacks to make. If anything, their performance means the comeback is manageable, and there's a lot of situations that Digital could have been going through Digital Giants' head. After all, there is pressure of going against a top contending team, but now that they know that the pressure is not something they can't deal with, they have a good chance to make that reversal and maybe even sweep Malayan Warlocks right out of this tournament.
Right, and we were seeing strong individual plays. Again, when it comes to respawn game modes, you can't just depend on the individual plays that each of your members makes. You have to make sure that you have the strategy there. But in Search and Destroy, it's a little bit different, and you can definitely win a 1v3 situation as long as you have the game and you can outplay your opponent. But look at this. This is gonna be an aggressive push coming in from Digital Giant, coming in from Malayan Warlocks. Quick here with the Mac 10 is going to get tagged up. Let's see if he's going to be able to get a kill. JM with a double kill. Ethan will be taking another opponent down, and it's going to be a 1v3 situation. Chicolette, our eyes are on you. Let's see if he's going to be pulling off this 1v3 situation. you know what? When it comes to this is a pinch situation. Look at the mini map, guys. This is a pinch situation. As much as possible, when you're left alone, you want to be able to isolate those opponents and just finish them off one by one. He's gonna get tagged up, but there you go, Ethan with a backstab. That's gonna be too late, and that's gonna be a point for Malayan Warlock.
I'm not sure if Chicolette was aware of that timing there.
Mhm.
Again, on the numbers in Malayan and like on the numbers and the confidence of Malayan, you know they're good for it, and you know that they're fine with an individual hunt. DG was caught a little bit off guard with the aggressive attack. They were able to counter, but they didn't know what to do after that. That's what resulted in that play. Hopefully, they make this adjustment on the slow play from NCL. The punish coming in from Axie, he could go for more, but the discipline is there. DG, if there's anything they need to do, is play smart around that bomb that was dropped.
Definitely. I agree. Axie there it's a very smart play for you, and it takes a lot of discipline for you to actually know when to stop pushing. The aggressive push, you know what, you can play standoff, like it's either you go passive or you go aggressive, and most of the time aggressive players do dominate this map. But look at here, JM with another kill, putting us into a 2v5 situation. Scar with the DLQ sniper goes in for the shot, does not connect, tries to spot those opponents, is not successful in doing so. When you're on the scopes, as much as possible, you want to be doing info plays. But here, quick, going onto the back alley, is going to be pre-aiming those angles, but is he going to be able to be, is he going to be successful in doing so? One kill down, goes in for the second, and that's going to be a connection. But Aki is going to be there for the trade, and that's going to be a quick round yet again, going to Malayan Warlocks.
That was unfortunate, but on that point, on information, 100% agree. Digital Giants, they have a good scope. They just need to take care of Resquar, make sure not to fall under his crosshairs. But if they can get that first info, even without a pick, they might be able to muscle inside.
Definitely. JM goes in for the spray down, but that's not going to be enough to get a kill. Scar there with the HS. Ooh, securing a double kill as well. That's going to be on the feed. 3v4 situation. Again, numbers advantage, but there you go. Shaipao is going to be evening that out. And we're just waiting for another kill. Axie with the KRM shuts JM down. 2v3 situation. Scar with the HS for his third kill of the round. A scope is going to be coming in. Shaipao takes Scar down. 1v2 situation in favor of DG. Now they just have to play this as smart as they can. But you know what? Info play again coming in from the scopes. But the information is going to be relayed onto DG. Now they just need to play this as smart as they can. And knowing that Shaipao is going to be on the scope, they have to play with their head glitches very, very carefully. Now this is going to be a cheeky spot. Shaipao goes in for that nade. Let's see if he's going to be able to get that. Line up?
No, line up. Oh, that would have been awesome.
Alright, now he's going to be slowly going in. He is checking first HP, but no, Chicolette is going to be there with a CBR. You know what? In those types of situations, of course, it is really good for you to be checking your angles, but sometimes you have to be careful, especially if you know that the bomb has just planted. You know that you have to be able to know that your opponents are probably going to be by this. So it could have went well, but let's see for the following rounds if he's going to be able to make a comeback or even get a double kill for his team. All right, Scar here. Butcher. I was hoping for that kill, but no! Shaipao with a double kill on the nade! This is crazy! Line up! Situation. Axie there with the scopes puts us into a 2v2.
Oh man, that was that was unfortunate. That's even more unfortunate. Off of that no scope, Shaipao now has the advantage. Information though for Quick. Quick just needs one. But I think Shaipao's going to be watching this angle.
Oh!
And Ethan Popo. Ethan Poopo. Okay, that's his name. He's able to convert. I mean, smart plays. These are good plays from Digital Giants, but I think it's that hesitation. Like, they have the information, right?
Definitely. I do agree with you. Sometimes they do hesitate. I mean now we do see Malayan Warlocks. They are playing a little bit more safer. They're just becoming a lot more passive. DG, they have to catch these guys off guard. They have to be able to get those kills in. Chicolet tries to go in for the spray down. Is this going to be successful? Rafi, unfortunately, kills him. Rafi with a double kill. Successful spray downs, and we are going to be into a 4v3 situation quick with the Mac 10. Rafi with a kill on Scar, and it's a 2v4 situation in favor of Malayan Warlocks. Rafi here on to Hotel. Axie with the S36 is going to be taking Aki down to 3v2. This is a doable situation. I mean, DG, you just really need to play smart at this point.
Yeah, and how can you do that though? You don't have the bomb. So
Right.
they have to take these risks. But no, he could have got the timing. Can he still get it? No, he doesn't get the timing. Again, it's that hesitation. It might be their undoing with 54 seconds left. They gotta move. They really have to pick up the pace here. I mean, that's the only way they win at this point because Shai
Right.
Pao wants to get the counter timing as well and could as well get it. They do get it, both of them. DG, they have to play with timings right now, and they have to play with tempo because they're playing a little bit too slow to make a convincing comeback.
Mm-hmm. Now it was a good run for DG as well, especially during the previous round. We did see them. They as a team, they did not want to rush one specific site at the same time. Now that is a good strategy. You could isolate your opponents that way, but it just again hesitation. And look at here. 3v5 situation, Malayan Warlocks versus DG. This could be a different story. I mean, as the attackers, as the defenders now, it could be a different story for DG. They could be a better defender than they were as attackers. But let's see, Ethan here. Let's see if he's going to be able to spot one opponent. There is one. He might see that. And let's see if he's going to be able to go for a spray down. He goes for the spray down, but Scar with the HS shuts him down. And it's a 1v3 situation. Aki with the Mac 10 goes in for the second kill. Successfully does that 1v1 situation right into Kavi. Aki with the, oh my god, with the clutch. And that's going to be match point advantage for Malayan Warlocks.
What? No way that happens. Oh, that's gotta hurt. DG. They must be shaking in their boots right now.
I'm still in shock as to how Aki was able to pull that off, but there you go. Chicolet is going to be taking Shai Pao down. Ethan with a thumper goes in for the info play, successfully takes Chicolet down. It's a 3v4 situation in favor of Digital Giants. Rafi here tries to pre-aim right onto Cubby, does not go in for the spray down, but the thumper is going to be going in there. The info play here from Aki again. Aki. What is going on? He goes in for the third kill, but he's gonna be quickly disengaging that. Now that is a smart play. You are not too confident with what you can do. That is good. That is what you need, especially when it comes to these games. Now the bomb is gonna be successfully planted right onto A side, and it's gonna be a 1v3 situation. Now Scar, last man with the launcher, I mean, he could have gotten a kill. Whoa, that's a nasty kill coming in from Scar. Rafi is going to be taken down. He can do a lot with his HS. Come on, one shot, one kill, but no, Aki is going to be denying that, and that's going to be a win yet again for Malayan Warlocks. I am lost for words.
I have an observation. You know what? My toxic trait, if I were Aki, my toxic trait would have been to chase that kill. I would have chased it.
Definitely the third kill. Yeah.
But like I oh my god, that was really great. That was a great play on the launcher. To be fair, I found it hilarious, but that's big brain. Okay, why is it a noodle brain play? It's a noodle brain play because you don't expect it and it really messes with you. I mean, the clutch could have happened, but you know, you're going up against Aki. And Aki's been hitting his shots. And to a greater point, in this map specifically, it's not just mastery, Miss Air. Like they're not just good at the map. Like, diba? You see how off the thumper, immediately Aki knows where to pre-fire, where the peak is gonna come from. It's not just that; it's also the micro plays that have been giving them these rounds that they didn't have any business winning. And I say that with all the love in my heart because nobody has any business winning a 4v1. But they still do it. Just because we can make a giant lizard the size of Tokyo doesn't mean it's a good idea. Like that's a plot of a very, very, very famous indie movie. So I'm sorry. Back to the topic at hand. Malayan Warlocks 2-0. Miss Air.
I mean, when it comes to these types of situations, if you were in DG's position right now, you just know that you're in a very, very tight situation. A 2-0, you gotta step up. And domination is not gonna be an easy game either. You know, based on the search and destroy game as well as the hardpoint game, you just know that Malayan Warlocks came in here. They are ready. They are prepared. Their aim is on point. They know what they're doing and they know how to outplay their opponent. That is something that you need to look out for. You really, really you have to start having that team play in the middle of the game. At the start of the game even, you have to start warming up. You have to know how to go against the play that is being given to you by your opponents. And DG, they're just continuously struggling at that.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Map 3 is raid. So if there's any time to make some noise, it's on raid. Raid on domination is one of those maps where you don't just have to win shots. It's really about controlling powerful angles.
Definitely.
This is my thing though. My thing is, to be fair, Digital Giants, they've demonstrated they can do that this
Mhm.
air.
Yep. I totally agree. And you know what? At the end of the day, we are going to be seeing those stats up, who's the best player or who's the MVP for a specific game. Speaking of stats, want to find out the latest updates on your favorite all-G team? Schedules, articles, stats, you name it, and you'll find it all on our official website at AcadArena.com/lions-games. And we are now going to be moving on over to the battlefield. This is going to be domination. Game number 3 for this series. Again, Malayan Warlocks versus Digital Giants. A 2-0 standing. Aki, right off the bat, he gets that first kill. He is going to be able to capture this, not unless he gets the pinch. Now he does get the pinch. Axie with a backstab. It's just a little bit more time that they need for them to be able to actually complete this capture.
Yeah, this is pretty good though. I'm liking the approach from DG so far. They're just taking whatever they can, spreading out as much as possible because they are fine with relying on the skill. Everything is on the line for them. This is a win or die, and they most certainly do not want to die. 2-0. This is it, Pansit and DG. They're doing everything they can in their power to cap every point they can within their power, but the good spawn in favor of the Wizards might take it a lot harder.
Definitely. I mean, we were talking about this yesterday. When it comes to domination, if you cannot get on with the Bravo flag, you can hypnotize. You can get their home flag and actually get Ace, A, and C, and just, you know what, defend that with all you've got. Now let's see if Digital Giants is going to be able to actually do that strategy. If they're going to be able to be successful in that. Shaipao goes in for the double kill, but he's going to be taken out by Tilt right away. This is new. We barely see snipers, especially on tournaments, especially when it comes to respawn game modes. So this is bold of them to do.
Yeah, and even bolder of them is not to play B at all. There's no pressure by B, and the strat is becoming increasingly clear to the Wizards that they're just playing C and A. So let's hold on to B and just keep retaking. Digital Giants, they have the right idea, but the execution is lacking. The Predator is going to make that execute much, much harder. This air is looking closer and closer to 75.7.
I know, and a triple cap, as long as that, Malayan Warlocks was able to actually lock down the triple cap as long as more than 10 seconds. Now that is gonna be, it's gonna be difficult for them to catch up. Digital Giants, I mean, by the way they're playing this game, they just have to win their gunfights. Aki here, totally unstoppable with a Mac-10, knows when to spray down. Again, a triple cap is gonna be in the works for Malayan Warlocks. It's gonna be difficult. Digital Giant, hello? Anybody home?
It's it. This is it. This is done. It's done. First half over. The Wizards have taken it. So, some voodoo magic being worked in favor. How long they held on to that side? They're just starting to make me question things. Like maybe I should start getting into some spirituality. Seems to be doing a lot of things for the Wizards so far. 4 clutches, 10-second to triple cap. What's next for this Digital Giants? They've got to bring in that monster.
We've taken the lead.
You know what? Digital Giants, they are totally, they're just totally blind right now. I mean, looking at the score streaks as well as the operators of Malayan Warlocks, they have that down. Once that gets deployed, it's going to be a lot more difficult for them to pierce through the defenses by Malayan Warlocks. So let's see if Digital Giants is actually going to be capable of successfully capping B. But if they're not, I mean, go for C. Have your resources. Just allocate your resources well enough that you're gonna have you're gonna be able to defend your home flag as well as the home flag of the opponent. Digital Giants, again, halfway through the capture of B. Let's see if they're gonna be able to successfully do this. Chicolet goes in for the spray down, successfully gets 2 kills right off the bat, and now Bravo and Alpha flag in the possession of Digital Esports. They just need to be consistent, and they have to make sure that they're not going to be letting go of any of those. But as I said that, look at that, guys. A is now in the possession of Malayan Warlocks.
Overcommitted and overextended. Chicolet was the win condition and he falls. So now Malayan Warlocks, they're going to play for control for the triple cap. This could be a triple cap already. And DG, they got
Pick up the pace indeed. It's a 50 mark gap. That's a big discrepancy, guys. That's a big discrepancy, especially when we're talking about domination. We don't want any donuts for the final game, so let's go Digital Esports. Let's see what you've got. But look here, Malayan Warlocks. They tried to sprint to get another triple cap, but that's gonna be denied by Digital Giants. 60 to 112. Again, discrepancy in score. It's really big. Digital Giants just need to capture as much as they can. Have your resources, allocate your resources well. You can't play like this, especially if this is your last shot. Ang Pao there tries to go in for the spray down, but he's going to be taken out of the equation. Tilt here goes in for the cleanup. Is it going to be a successful cleanup though? They need a triple cap if they want to be able to actually come back from this.
Oh, A is undefended again. They need to hold on to at least 2 points. Digital Giants, the only thing they need now is discipline. They already have the idea. They already have the strategy. Just hold on to the point and you can come back. There is 2 minutes in this game. It's still completely doable, Miss Air. They still have a great shot at doing it.
Really doable indeed. Now they just need to get C. Once they capture C, once they completely successfully capture C, they can actually give us a good game here. But look, Aki just spraying down those opponents. Every single one of them that goes on his way just completely gets eliminated. 89 to 133. Again, look at Malayan Warlocks. The discipline that these guys have, the aim that these guys have. They might just even be able to secure a triple cap. Aki again with those kills. Sentry gun by Court. This is... guys, this is crazy. Malayan Warlocks. They're unstoppable. Look at those. The score streaks. They're just going at it. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be finishing that off with a 93-150 score mark. Congratulations, Malayan Warlocks. You guys are going to be moving over to the next stage of our competition. Digital Giants, GG's well played. It was an amazing run, but unfortunately, Malayan Warlocks, they just had it down.
Yeah, what can I say? I mean, okay, this is a hot take, or not a hot take, but an honest observation with all of the care in my heart. Digital Giants had it. They had it. They completely had it in the bag. But they overextended. They left their base open for the Wizards adjustments. Like it seems like Digital Walker, you said it, they had an issue a little bit with their consistency, and they can make these beautiful plays, and they wanted to go for that. They had an option for just playing two flags, playing Charlie and Bravo, playing Charlie and Alpha rather, Bravo and Alpha rather, and just waiting out Charlie for that reset. But instead, they went for the triple cap. They went for the triple cap and got punished on the overextension with all 5 members down. That's how they kept getting triple cap. And it was painful to watch for me because the idea was so brilliant. But they went for the superhero plays. And that is a 10% play. If you go for the 50-50% play, like, of course, it's a 60% play. Like, they would have had a better chance. But that being said, Digital Giants, this isn't the end for them. There are certainly more tournaments. And again, They went up an experienced team, and they showed us what they can do in the future. Malayan Warlocks, they still have a few more teams, one or two teams to beat before they can make it out two groups. But so far, it seems like they have a really good shot at doing that. Yeah.
Definitely. They have the good shot. They know what they're doing. And you know what? When it comes to these types of tournaments and competitions, when you lose, you have to make it as your learning experience. Now you've gone against very much experienced teams. That's not something to be sad about. That's something to be proud about. And we are going to be looking forward to seeing Digital Giants come back very, very soon. So hopefully you guys join again in Alliance Games. Again, if you haven't already, for our viewers, make sure to like and follow AcadArena's page as well as our pages so that you are updated every single time we go live. And we are actually going to be talking about the Alliance leaderboard. Alliance teams will be competing across different game titles where their victories will have corresponding points on the Alliance leaderboard. The top 5 on the Alliance leaderboard, aka the All 5, will receive an AcadArena scholarship and 8 ASA listing exclusive to their campus students worth 30,000 pesos.
It's a lot of money.
I know.
That's a scholarship. That's a scholarship.
That's scholarship right there.
but with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, everyone in between and out, of course, that ends our time on AcadArena for now. So thank you very much for dropping by, and of course, thank you to the production team, Nate, Jasper, Brian. You guys are doing a wonderful job, and we'll see you guys on the flip.